Hello and welcome to Schnozzcast, episode number, Cory.
82.
No, not 82.
Yes.
Holy shit, it's 82?
Yeah.
Wow.
What were you thinking?
I just did 76, so I'm like, my head's stuck in the 70s. Anyway, welcome to Schnozzcast, episode 82 for Saturday, July 18th, 2020. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Ladies and gentlemen of the Schnozzcast, how are you? You can just chime in and say hello.
Oh.
I will do introductions.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Hey.
All right, then.
This is Bob. Apparently, I'm your host.
You are the host.
All right.
Good job.
And to my left, to my immediate left, Mr. Nicholas Bader.
Oh, good evening, everyone.
And across from him, Mr. Cory Slesky.
Oh, hey.
And our special guest of the podcast, Ms. Gina Vlasblom. Is that
Hello,
right?
everybody. You Vlasblom, but close enough.
Bloom?
Bloom.
Say it again.
Vlasblom.
Vlasblom.
Blossom.
Vlasblom.
Vlasblom?
Like a Dutch person trying to say blossom.
Is the S sort of like a, is it a Z,
What were you watching
like
last
a Z
night?
sound or an S sound?
Blossom. But that was German.
Is German.
It's always German.
It is.
It's
Sorry, is it a Z or an S sound?
Vlasblom. An S.
An
but
S sound.
Bloom, but minus the extra O.
Okay, you lost me with that.
I know.
I was going to say, I'm not going to lie. I actually have you saved in my phone as Gina Vlau... ...
Dot,
What?
dot. I mean,
Sure.
VLA question mark,
S.
question mark, question mark.
B-L-O-M.
Well, Gina V, I think
Gina
you
V.
need to move your mic just a touch closer to your mouth.
Oh, watch, don't knock over the cherries.
Let's not even explain that cherry thing. Let's let
I was like,
let's let
why
the
is
audience just wonder what you
Yeah,
mean.
exactly.
Cherries for you. Is that better?
Yes, much
Much
better.
better.
Thank you.
And I am doing well. Thank you for asking.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us.
Yep.
I'm going to go into housekeeping now, Cory.
Oh, there's no graphic for that yet.
Oh, all right.
We'll work on that one.
Did you fellas know that we are
We
are now available on iHeartRadio?
I did, actually. I was listening the other day, and I heard an advertisement for the
Fucking
Schnozzcast.
liar.
I think it was Rod Stewart.
You don't even listen to the podcast on the normal channels that it's available
It was
on,
Rod
much less-
Stewart announcing the Pearl Jam's greatest hits.
I literally just had to show Nick the Podbean screen from the last episode I published with the title of it. And he's like, oh, really?
Wasn't aware.
Not
Will you
aware.
look at that?
Not aware at all.
Oh, would you look at that?
As soon as we stop recording, he just throws the headphones down.
I was going to
and
say,
it's
he has
forgotten.
He has no clue what episode has
Just
just
look
been
at
put
it.
up.
No idea.
No, you guys are so slow.
He lives
I
in the.
just-
Oh,
I lose track of it.
that hurts.
I'm
That
like
does hurt.
I'm only like 2 weeks behind on the artwork. You guys are like hundreds of weeks behind on things.
Well, in my defense, I am waiting on Bob, so
Not anymore. You got one sitting in the can from me.
yeah, I'll take care of that tomorrow.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Nick. Fake laugh, hiding real tears. Anyway,
Bob,
What?
oh, so I can introduce the segment that's going to literally be going all through the podcast, which is I am going to try to better myself. I've already said it once, which is why I'm teeing you up here. I have a stack of
Quarters?
stack of quarters, $12 in fact, $1 of which Gina will throw into the.
Wait, are we doing or
We're us are fine.
Us are fine?
Yeah, the other one is a real problem.
Okay.
so for the listeners, Bob has done kind of a self-lashing of giving himself penance for his sins that he discovered upon editing.
Flagellating, I think. Is the word
Yeah,
I'm looking for.
yes. I didn't want to say it, but he decided to self-flagellate.
That is redundant. Flagellating is good enough.
Okay. And
Sorry, Gina.
because he realized upon editing the podcast, like from 4 months ago, probably,
For fuck's sake.
that, since he's so backed up, that that he says a lot. So he decided to bring a bunch of quarters when the rest of the country is getting rid of change, and bring them into my home. My home,
My home, Jerry.
where I work and play with my toys. But he brings all these quarters, these disgusting COVID quarters
these are
all around my cherries.
These are
that
guaranteed pre-COVID quarters, just for the record.
I brought a bushel of Michigan fantastic Traverse City cherries, and he decided to put disgusting, dirty quarters all around.
No, they're not dirty. Listen, I told you already.
You put them in the bathtub with bleach?
No. I had to clean out my office this afternoon because I got new carpet. So while I was doing that, I found a big jar full of quarters that had been there for at least 8 months, never touched.
So when
they're pre-COVID quarters.
When Jack picked his nose back then and rubbed it on one of those quarters,
no,
the 8 months just cleared it of any disease.
No, because the only reason they went in the jar was because I was putting them out for display or out for people to take. And I would find that people would be.
They're not like jelly beans.
I say, do a lot of people come over the house?
No, they would. One of my kids would literally take $5 a quarter, just a handful of them, and I'm like, "Where is all my money going?"
So booger from Jack's hand.
Let me put them underneath. So these are non-booger pre-COVID quarters. I guaranteed by me.
So it's a booger from a stranger just 8 months ago.
Yeah, but I did say it once already, so you could throw $1 in, Gina.
So we're doing $1, not a quarter.
Yeah. So Bob can't say
a stack of 4 quarters. Yeah.
We're doing $1 every time.
Look,
we're going to go through that $12.
This is negative reinforcement. I'm fine with that. It's my money.
I know that, but I'm saying.
There you go.
If we do a quarter every time.
Who does the money go to?
How many times do you expect that I'm going to say during the podcast?
Apparently,
you just said it again. Put it in.
I banked on less than 12. You're banking on less than 48 times that I'm going to say the word. And I'm telling you, I'm going to try my best not to do it. I think 12. I'm just trying to cover myself. Okay. I think I could do it less than 12 times.
Okay. Did that one just count that you just said?
Yeah.
No, but you said I'm not going to say and you said it in a sentence.
No, that doesn't count. That. Come on.
Okay. All right.
But starting now, go.
No.
Oh. All right. Continuing with housekeeping. So for as of middle of this past week, for the last 7 days, we've had 32. This is on Podbean, by the way. 32 downloads over the last 30 days, 138, and over the all time, we're at 3,400. Wow. Which I think is pretty good.
Not bad
for a Ricky-Dink podcast like we have.
Mm-hmm.
On Apple Podcasts, that's our number one. We have 24% of the downloads come from Apple Podcasts, 22% come from Podbean. 11% from WatchOS, which I assume is Cory. 11% from Spotify. 7% comes from a combination of Chrome, Safari, and Android from people who are doing it on their browsers. And then only 4.8% comes directly from iTunes.
Wait, you said WatchOS?
Yeah.
No, that would not be me.
Isn't that when you listen to a podcast on your watch?
Yeah, my watch is not. I don't have a signal on my watch. It's just through my phone.
Oh, okay.
So those are people actually downloading it directly to their watch.
Yeah, 11%.
So that is not me, and I know not Danielle.
So that means that it's rich folks listening to us, right?
It's not me.
Must be.
So, but
I think that's cool.
The approximation on that is what, if 42 people every episode downloaded it.
Yeah, the numbers are.
I mean, obviously that's not the case. Some have more, some have less.
Right.
But if we had 42 people following us all the time, downloading each episode.
Yeah. That's a true statement. Damn it. Fuck.
Everyone's looking at me.
No, this is how you learn, folks. Stitcher came from, it was less. It doesn't count.
Stitcher, no, I know, but we're already $2 down. Let's switch it to a quarter a time.
How about 50 cents?
All right, 50. We'll split the difference. 50 cents
so
a time.
Little faith in me.
Take it out.
Really do.
So it's just 50 cents a time. So just take $1 out. Come on.
For fuck's sake.
He's going to keep doing this.
Stitcher less than 0.5%. Facebook less than 0.2% from Facebook listening to the podcast. I assume that doesn't count the live stream.
No, what is that?
Yeah, no, that wouldn't
Are there
count the
downloads from Facebook?
Yeah, because every time I post on Podbean sends a link to Facebook. Well, it doesn't upload to Facebook. It just puts a link, which links them back to Podbean. And the lowest is Google Podcast. So anybody with an Android phone who's using a Google Podcast app to listen to the phone is the lowest at 0.005%. Top 5 episodes are episode 50, the same one, really not a whole lot of change. That America's Ass episode, that's number 1. Episode 60, number 2. Episode 55, number 3. And then 44 and 41 round out the top 5. top U.S. audience for in the U.S. Michigan number 1, not surprisingly.
Right.
California number 2.
California. Who's in California?
I think that there's a number of people in California.
Just a few.
Any guesses on number 3?
Missouri.
I believe it's pronounced Missouri.
Was Mizzou, actually.
Missouri.
Negative.
No, I have no idea.
Washington, home of Todd Dillon.
I was going to say that makes sense.
Number 4, Virginia. And number 5,
Almost heavy.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Who's in Rhode Island?
My buddy SOB
Oh,
is in Rhode Island.
no Maine listeners.
I don't see any Maine listeners in the top 5.
Okay.
Look, I'm trying to pivot. This is progress.
How about Minnesota?
Not in the top 5.
Alan, God damn it.
He's gonna have to be the one who literally lifts us up.
Oh,
and puts
sometimes I
Minnesota in
listen to the
top 5.
podcast, but it's from Michigan.
Well, speaking of which I did bring up to you earlier. Oh, yeah, you were on the thread on that part with bringing Alan on the second half.
What? No, I was not.
Oh, maybe that was a direct message to Bob.
I'm letting you kind of drive that.
I knew it would get to this point pretty soon.
I'm letting you drive that. As far as top 5 countries go, U.S. is obviously number 1. 3,000 of the 3,400 come from the U.S., but then rounding on second place, India. Third place, Canada. Fourth place, Germany. And fifth
Australia.
place, Brazil. No Australia. Wow. You got to work on that.
India came before Canada?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think, didn't someone say last time that they were listening to the podcast, they didn't know anything about us, but they were listening to it to practice their English?
Yeah, when we
I distinctly remember that.
Didn't Capri say that?
when we would do the Podbean Live,
Yeah.
he came on and said that it was a great way to learn English by listening to our podcast.
Little did they know we have a double English major sitting right next to me.
Who can't seem to put 2 words together without having 2 quarters thrown in a jar.
That's right.
To round out that the housekeeping, please don't forget to subscribe to us on your podcast platform of choice, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Podbean, Stitcher, Mixcloud, iHeartRadio. Any of those would suffice. I think
Choose your words wisely.
I am.
This is much better. This is.
You think it's better?
Before it was at least seamless. Now it's like rah every time. So that's more distracting.
I need to
me.
just go to silence.
No, oh yeah, that's on an audio podcast. That's what we want.
I can cut the silence out of an audio version.
Okay. So anyhow,
All right. So that's housekeeping for the thanks. Appreciate that. That is housekeeping for the week.
fantastic.
Cory, do you want to normally right about now we jump right into booze news. But hold on.
Is that what we're doing? We're going to go into
If you'd like to just have a second to prep for the video, the purveyors of the video version of this podcast.
yeah, hang on.
You say the word, and we'll start.
Go ahead.
And now it's time for booze news.
Wow.
That's how I spent my afternoon today.
Is someone actually going to bring booze news? Or
Yeah,
do we
I
just
have an
wanna listen
article.
to- okay.
I have a story. Cory's got a story. Cory, do you want to go first? I think we're going to do one each and then see how long that took.
So if you guys had to take a guess on what this might revolve around.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that
Gina's
was another
our-
drop. I'm like, where did
Gina's
that just
our
come from?
self-professed number one super fan.
Shit.
No one knows the pulse. No one has their finger on the pulse of the Schnozzcast like Gina.
Well, she is very correct.
Well,
Why would you set her up like that?
You know, someone has to.
thanks.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
All right.
So this comes from the New York Post, believe it or not. And
A
it,
shitty story from the New York Post.
It
That's
al-
a surprise.
it also is very fitting to you two for a recent purchase that you guys had made over the COVID season.
Neither one of us bought a poop knife. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no way.
What did you guys buy that was poop related?
Oh, the bidets.
Ah, there you go.
Okay.
A bidet company will pay someone $10K to study their pooping habits.
Oh, God.
Did you sign up for that, Cory? Or?
Please say.
I'm going to.
Hopefully, your next words are the end. Over to you, Bob.
So it's the number 2 job at the company.
Wait, what?
It's the number 2 job at the company.
Okay, now I get it. I was hoping you weren't serious.
New York-based bidet brand is offering someone $10,000 to study their pooping habits over the summer. The official duties
I see what you did there.
of Tushy's VP of Fecal Matters.
Wait, Tushy?
Tushies.
Yes.
Tushies or Tushy?
Tushy's.
Tushies?
Y''S.
That's the name of the company?
Yes.
All right.
I like it.
All right.
It will be documented their diet and bowel movements daily for 3 months and describe their experience on the brand's social media accounts.
Oh, God.
All you have to do is poop every day for 3 months and record what you're doing, Tushy founder Mickey Agrari told the Post on Tuesday. This will also include noting differences between use of regular old toilet paper and the company's butt cleaning products, which will be provided. With millions of people out of a job due to the coronavirus pandemic,
It seems like the stupidest thing we could do.
Agrawal said that she wanted to offer a gig that anyone can do since anyone can poop.
Except for the constipated.
True. Who doesn't like money right now? And who doesn't really love pooping? This little lady's after my own heart.
Wow, that's a great pitch.
The ideal candidate is anyone that has a butt. And Tushy CEO
Oh, God.
Jason
Still going on?
Ojobel, and you can't be too shy because you're going to be talking about your poop. Having used a bidet previously is definitely not a requirement. Adding that bidet curiosity and Tushy curiosity are, but that's self-selecting. And then it goes on to say how you can apply, which I'm just going to click this link right here real quick.
Oh, no.
And finalists will be invited to toot their own horns in a Zoom call with the firm's top brass next month. The position officially starts July 22nd, so I missed out on that.
I'm just going to say they missed
I didn't.
missed a whole lot of
Shit.
opportunities for shit-related double entendres in that entire thing.
I think they were trying to keep it subtle.
Shoot the shit with the top brass. Come on. Come on, people.
You can't say that in the Post.
Oh, my God, you can't. What?
They're a professional site. Can't be using terminology such as that.
But you could have put it in. We never would have known the difference.
Trying to keep this fact-based, Bob.
Okay.
Can't just throw random words in there just to make it sound better.
So what happens if you have to go twice in one day? Do
You record it.
both of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, I would go this step of even making a video diary of every single one.
no.
Yes.
So what is what's the disqualifying factor for this? If you miss a day, you don't get the 10 grand?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
I would want to know, yeah. What is going to prevent me from getting the 10 grand? What do I have to do?
I'm going to say nothing.
Well,
if you just
clearly
don't poop for a
something.
month.
You have to poop every day, I assume, is at minimum, right?
I would think so.
I poop every day.
Perhaps if you fail to record
Thank
the
you.
outcome for that day.
Very regular.
I mean, in all honesty, you could just make up a journal of your poops and send it to them.
No.
Shit journal.
Corey, you do enough journals and typing as it is and things to do with feces. So
Yeah, you do.
you don't need to have a poop fucking log.
That's where they missed the boat. See, that's not X-rated. You could say that.
Not bad.
Well done, sir.
It's the last thing you need.
That's
All
why
right.
I go with the poop vlog.
Sorry, are you gonna cut it off right there?
That's it. That's
All right.
Too far.
I like it, Bob.
You gonna poop knife it off right there?
that's right.
Okay. My story is window snap. And Corey, if you want to if you're able to bring up for the video watchers.
If this is going to be about science or math again,
Nope,
we're going to
nope, it's
lose
window-
the 3.5 people we have listening.
The 0.05% in Brazil. It's window-snap.com.
Windows released a new version in 1999, and
Super
they had
easy.
an upgrade that didn't work, so Bill Gates wanted to.
Super easy. This is literally it's a great thing for the pandemic because people are they're stuck at home. They're looking for some sort of activity that they can indulge themselves in without leaving the house. So with this website, you can use it to look out other people's windows all around the world. You can submit your window, but people legitimately have their phones or tablets trained outside their window, live streaming video.
It's called Window Snap.
Window-snap.com.
Oh, Corey's going to start doing that. You know he is.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Look. Hey, you want to look at Danielle's yard? No, look at Rue. Oh, look at Rue.
Nick, let's be clear. The number one, let's just say number two, reason, the thing that I look at when I look for Booze News articles are things that Cory will enjoy. Will
Well, thank
Cory
you.
like this? If the answer is yes, proceed.
You know, I
was hooked because the first one that because literally you just click a button, click in the link and it says open a new window somewhere in the world. The first one was some person's window in Italy that was looking out upon like the cityscape with the water and the mountains in the back. It was unbelievable. And it was live, and there were people like shuffling around in the background, like doing this and cooking or cleaning or whatever. Little noises you could hear, but I'm like, oh, this is
little
pretty.
little nip slip.
Perhaps. I didn't watch long enough, but let's assume it would have happened.
That's actually pretty cool.
Cory, are you trying to bring this up or no?
Yeah, I'm not finding it anywhere.
I would
anymore.
actually
Window-snap.
I would actually like to
Did I
use
say snap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant swap.
I would actually like to use that.
Son of a bitch.
So I can't find this shit anywhere.
I'm looking at you going, how come we can't find this? And I'm like, maybe I said the wrong name. Window-swap.
I would actually like to use this for like the background on my TV and just let it go. That'd
I
be
don't see
kinda
any reason why you couldn't.
Just leave it up, someone's window.
Yeah, sorry, Cory. It is window for the podcast listeners. If they're already left, window-swap.com.
Yeah, you did say snap.
I did.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me. Which
Got
would
it.
explain. Got it?
I got it, but it's not. The site's not opening.
I would actually like to hang a TV.
That is the right link, right?
I would like to hang a TV on my wall
Yeah.
and put a frame around it, like a window frame
You can get one.
thing in the middle,
You can buy one.
and then feed it off of a camera looking outside my house.
Ooh, I don't know if you could do that.
So I had, like a virtual window in my basement.
There is a frame that you can buy that's literally like it's like a 24 by 36, a huge frame, but it connects to Wi-Fi, and you have to buy it first of all, then you have to subscribe to an account, which is who knows how much that is, but it'll essentially just cycle through like famous artworks that will then download to your phone and show on this giant frame. So rather than you buying pieces of art to hang around your house, you could just have this one frame that you could pick, like, oh, I want to cycle through all the Impressionists, and one by one it'll go like every 30 minutes or something like that, wherever you set.
The cool thing would be is if it was like the Kindle, like if it was a matte finish, so it looked
I
like
think it
artwork.
is.
That'd be really
You're
cool.
definitely spending. This is like a top dollar type of item. It's not something for just Joe Public. I don't know why I just head nodded toward you.
Yeah, what?
I'm not sure why I did that.
Yeah.
Joe
Public.
Joe Public.
It's
Not your everyday Joe.
It's not for everybody.
for nobles like myself, people from the public.
Any luck there with window-swap.com?
Like I'm some
Cory?
transient.
I did just have it, and I was trying to bring it over to the.
Okay, well, why don't you fiddle fuck with that, and we'll move on to something else as entertaining as typing and staring is on an audio podcast. So, is that the end of your story?
That is the end of that story.
Okay.
And are we done with Booze News? You
No.
got one too? Okay.
No, we are not.
I did not know you had one.
Booze.
And now it's time for booze news.
Why, thank you, Nick. So, continuing with booze news, this little article here is about a Michigan-made beer that is brewed with pig heads.
Next.
So it says,
Skip.
if there's any debate, the Right Brain Brewery's Mangalitsa Pig Porter is the strongest craft beer made in Michigan. Brewers at Traverse City Beer Maker have concocted a true original, hefty, chocolatey, smoky porter brewed with real, honest-to-gosh pig parts. Maybe you're put off by the thought of drinking pighead brew, or
Change that to definitely.
maybe you're drawn to the promise of tasting something new, experimental and distinct.
What?
Here are 5 things that you need to know about this one-of-a-kind beer. 1, extracts are for sissies. That's the slogan on the bottle. The beer is made with some real pig parts, specifically whole smoked pig's heads, snouts.
That's not helping.
and eyeballs.
Not helping.
And all. The heads are put in cheesecloth bags and dropped into the batch.
Okay, this is
Still not
really
selling
making
me.
it worse.
Chocolate malts are added to the brew to offset the salty swine.
They're lucky that no one listens to our podcast, otherwise their stock would be plummeting right now.
It says prompting right brain reps to describe the flavor as a soft pretzel covered with a slice of ham and Hershey's chocolate on top.
Sounds terrible.
It sounds actually kind of good. It's been called the ultimate bacon beer and true breakfast beer. Another slogan per the brewery's website. Not for vegetarians. Number 2, it's an award winner. The Porter won the gold medal for experimental beer in 2011 Great American Beer Festival. Number 3, the Mangalitsa is a high-end Hungarian pig. It's increasingly popular among fancier restaurants and retailers. The pig is 60% fat, so it produces highly flavorful meat compared to factory farm pigs. Number 4, it's widely popular. Right Brain releases the beer seasonally in the spring, celebrating the brewery with what else? A pig roast. Perhaps it's not a revelation that it pairs well with barbecue. It's available at retailers in 22-ounce bomber bottles. Batches vary between roughly 6.5 and 7% alcohol by volume. International bitterness unit rating of 28. And number 5, the reviews are good. The Porter earned an 87 rating, which is very good from Beer Advocate users, and a 95 at ratebeer.com. No question at all that this damn good porter, though with the addition of swine to bring the beer another dimension, reads one advocate's review. It's pretty interesting as far as I'm concerned. I would try it.
Is there a brewery in Traverse City?
I believe so. Cory loves jammed bacon, but apparently pig beer he would not drink. That's where he draws the line.
Ham and chocolate just don't go together, so.
No?
No.
Kind of savory.
When I go to Traverse City this week, I might find a can and bring it back.
Oh, man.
You don't have to do that.
I really want
You
to
just
share
try
this
it and tell us.
experience. Like, this
Just send
tastes
us a
like
text.
shit. Please try it.
Hey, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
It might be very good. Here, Jason Thomas, taste this for the pig roast next year. The fuck?
All right, Cory, so you finally got the website up. Have you tried the link yet?
I have not tried to open it yet.
Well, let's
what-
see what we can do.
But
Are you giving him a project during the podcast, or should we maybe do this on the
That's
break?
the whole point of no. I did while you were reading. He brought it up, and now he's clicking the link.
And it's probably
So-
going to go seamless.
Oh,
Oh. So Cory's bringing up a link right now
Is
of
that
this.
Munich, Germany?
does it say where it's at?
Yeah, up in the upper. Move the mouse again. It'll say
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
up in the
Munich,
right hand
yeah.
corner. Munich, Germany.
So
Oh, it's a Glockenwachenbuschert window. It's hers. It's her window.
It is.
Glockenbachwertentels window.
Not even close.
Yeah, it was close.
Spot on.
So that's really cool. I'm sure Cory will have more time to play with this later, unless we wanted to all just sit and watch while
No,
he
that's
does
it.
it. Okay. No, that's
All
really
right.
cool, and that's exactly what I said I would do. I would put it up on my TV like this and just kind of leave it.
Yeah, and hope for some naked woman
I was
to
going
walk
to say,
by.
that's got to be very
I
careful.
don't think Glockenwachenbachen is probably the most attractive of women.
Oh, that's where you're wrong.
I think
German
I would.
women are stout.
I think I would
They're
have.
comely.
I would have it. I would have it up, on like a beach in Florida or something. I mean, I could look outside and see this.
If only it wasn't random, Nick.
Oh, it's random.
It
You
is
can't.
totally random.
Oh, that's stupid. I hate
So you
that.
can't.
Can you
pick
go to another
where.
one?
How is there like a next button or?
Yeah, right. See down toward the bottom of the center of the screen. There's a little arrow. Yep, where your mouse is almost
Oh, I
right
see,
there.
okay.
There you go. Oh, Berlin, big on Germany. This. See, there you go. A little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Paris, France.
I think that's Harper Hospital.
That's exactly what it looks like. Oh, that's a nice one.
Look at that church.
No.
You have to want to get to mass.
Yeah, not so exciting.
This is.
Why would you point it down on the cars?
This looks like something Michael Scott would put out his window.
And
Like,
wait, hang on,
Klaus, come on, Klaus.
What? And these poor neighbors right here. Anytime you go
Yeah,
sit on
right.
your couch, you just got a camera filming you from the neighbor's house.
The thing that was really interesting to me was the fact that it was live streamed. That you can see cars driving by, you can see
Oh.
tree limbs rustling in the breeze.
This cat has no idea what's going on.
Oh,
It's
a
a
bird.
bird, though.
bird.
See,
Yeah, pick a better view than.
Ooh, Russia.
Oh God,
That just makes me sad.
it just looks cold.
You expected to see snow in July in Russia? Bangalore?
Oh, here we go. New York. Oh.
It's raining in New York right now.
It's light in New York
New York?
right now.
Apparently, well, there's a little bit of a lag.
I guess so.
Like a
This is
half
New
a
York
day.
from
Does it say-
1970. New York from 1974.
Oh, that's a nice view.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot of open air.
Yeah, there are some that are very nice views. Where I'm like, oh, I could leave that on my screen.
Oh, look at this fern. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Perfect. Let's leave that there
I would
for
say
just for a second.
we can end
And
on that one right there. And
Yeah, and let's do a Schnozzcast
This woman's
shot.
like, this woman's like, finally somebody to look at my pond.
Well, that's the thing. If you submit your view, I don't know if you can. I wonder if you can tell like how many people are actually watching it at the time.
Oh, I'm gonna put it on my
like
backyard.
lingering on that. You should.
I'm gonna put it on my backyard, and then I'm gonna take it outside.
All right, if you've got some liquor, some libations, some alcohol, please pour yourself a glass. Get yourself a can or a bottle.
I would swim in that
Do a shot with
woman's
us.
pond.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This woman has no idea that a podcast is watching her pond right now doing shots.
Rebroadcasting her broadcast.
Yeah. All over the world. It doesn't say up top in the right, Corey, like when it was. Does it say like 5 hours ago or?
no, it just gives the location.
Yeah. It's kind of like a podcast. Time doesn't really matter for these. I don't care what day it is, what time of the day, what day of the week, day of the month, of the year. I don't care. It's a good view. That's all I'm interested in.
Yeah. This is actually sad because I could sit here and just watch that.
Well, yeah, let's not do this. So we're going to end it on that. We're going to end it there, right, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been a great
Oh my God.
podcast so far.
God. What do you think? I made up?
Yes.
It's been a great podcast so far. I just
Do you
to,
do you understand that I've not seen one of those things in person yet?
Now you've seen two
Oh,
because
there's two there for you, Nick.
And you got the toga.
I didn't
I
know
got
that
the
they were
toga.
I didn't know that they were that big.
That's what she said.
and my
There we
Funko Pops
go.
are big too.
They look like the chicken McNugget with
What if they've got some hydroencephalus going on with their
the
with their
chicken
heads?
McNugget toys that you used to get with the Halloween costumes on and all
Yeah.
that stuff. That's what it reminds me of.
Right. I know Corey doesn't ever unbox his, but I'm like, I don't care.
no,
what
that's
it
not
is.
that is not true.
Really. Which ones
We-
have you unboxed?
I play with them in the tub.
We actually unbox all of them.
The big heads float.
Do you really?
Yeah, just take a photo of them in the box and then unbox them, and then
What's
there's
the
back?
photo in the box for?
just so you see the name on there and everything like that.
When you post it.
These,
Just like a big-headed child on the playground, they can't quite.
dude,
stand upright.
these are such toys.
They are. That's exactly what they are. They're toys.
They're absolutely toy material.
Yeah.
If these were proportional, I would probably buy them.
Is anybody even seeing these on camera?
Oh yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, hang on, let me go just to your.
Are you zooming in?
I don't know who these people are.
Oh, hey, Pluto.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Pluto.
Hey, Kermit. You've got a cold again, I see.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I see you have my headband on again. Did you see my toga? Waka, waka, waka. Where is Miss Piggy? Kirby.
I committed to you that I would do this, Corey. So there they are.
Yeah, the only reason
Well,
he did it is
excellent.
because I sent him the link.
No, I put them in my cart before I even left your house.
Oh, that was smart.
I was actually
Probably
going to
not,
text you
but-
the next day and see if you remembered, but I'm like, not
Get
going to push him in that direction. If he does
those
it, he does it.
Blasphemous figurines off of my table.
A little closer.
I feel like it's like a whole, like just like two physical representations of COVID sitting right in front of me. Because I feel like if I touch them,
just took them out of the box today.
but if I touch them too long, then all of a sudden I'll start buying them. You know, I'll have to start.
Oh
buying
no! If you ever get the feeling, just take those, and that's it.
Take these.
Yeah.
Why would I take these?
One
I
or
have,
both
I
of
have
those.
no idea what these are. I'm not
How do you
asking.
not know what they are?
Because
Dude,
I
you're talking-
haven't seen the movie.
I was say you're talking to the guy hasn't seen 90% of the movies.
Yeah.
Nick has just actually recently started watching movies only because of Gentleman's Agreement.
Well, look, I've got a whole bunch of suggestions in my Gentleman's Agreement.
No, this is not.
I need to add that right now.
When you came up with no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
Gentleman's Agreement.
No. Because it'll make me angry. I'll
can't-
have way too high of an expectation, and then I'll hate it.
I can't believe it wasn't up there before.
I'm gonna be like, they like this.
And now
This
it's
is
on-
what they love.
and
That's
now
why
it's
I
on
don't.
there.
That's why I never want to see Big Lebowski, because I'm gonna be like, dude, his name is this on Facebook. They all talk about it like it's a cult, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna fucking hate it, and I'm gonna be like, oh God, I hate you guys even more now, because I can't believe that so much of your life is consumed.
I would never give you something that sucks just to punish you.
Oh, I know you wouldn't, but you would think
There
it's
you go.
good.
I do think it's good.
You thought something was good that I did not.
What was that? Oh, Lost? No, not Lost.
I've seen Lost.
What was the one recently that you?
No.
Oh,
Well-
Fleabag?
Oh God.
No, I totally get it. And
Yeah.
Fleabag is very much either you like it or you don't. It's like Monty Python. Either you get it or you don't. And if you
I
don't
hate
get
Monty
it,
Python.
yeah, you're going to hate it. But people who get it love it. And I totally respect that you don't like it. It's totally fine. Big Lebowski, on the other hand, it's legitimately a great, like, I think that everything about it you would like. But if you didn't like it, that'd be fine.
There might be an ending of a friendship if you didn't like it.
No.
Yeah.
For you?
Oh, yeah.
No, not for me.
Well, don't know who Nick is anymore.
I mean, wouldn't you rather find out?
I don't know.
Guys,
So you'd rather he never watch it just so you don't have to end the friendship potentially?
Guys, we're doing introductions here, and as you can tell, Cory hasn't been for the past couple weeks. He's ended the friendship with me, so he no longer can be on the podcast. He's now doing a separate podcast from his basement with Joe.
That's right, and it would take off.
Yeah, it's called From the Bottom.
Yeah.
Nick and Joe.
Nick,
Yeah, I like how you got kicked out of that.
Cory, and Joe.
Oh, you're saying he would know?
No, I'm going to kick myself out of my own basement and go to Joe's house to do a podcast
Yeah, because
Cory
you're the only one who
me.
doesn't like
Because
Big
Cory
Lebowski.
unfriended me, so
But
you
we
guys are
all
going to
like
come to
Big
my
Lebowski.
house and do the podcast without me in the basement.
No, we would move obviously to another
You can
location.
stay upstairs.
Go to your small location.
Why would you continue to do a podcast with Lebowski fans?
You know, we can have different views.
That's what I was saying, but you seem to keep insisting that.
No, he said that he would unfriend me from life.
From life.
Very true.
I didn't say that.
Oh man,
I can
Cory, you would.
I can coexist, just like the bumper
Cory, you
sticker
wouldn't
says.
do that. No.
Petty.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a pussycat.
I can't wait
He's
to
all-
watch it now.
All rare and no scratch.
No scratch.
Yeah. Gina, he's not. Cory's gone over to mix a drink. Gina, he's left you to hold down the fort,
Yeah, well, good luck.
bringing the funny.
Luckily, it'll take a good 5.5 minutes the way he walks. So, oh yeah, he's not mixing drinks anymore. Too often.
I even brought him a Miller Lite that was left over from the graduation party.
Oh, that's kind of you.
It was.
It's like
I had
a
to get that fucking
it's like a soup
swill
bone,
out of my house.
Soup bone for a nice dog.
If the soup bone was poison and you wanted to get out of your house.
So anyhow,
Cory, take your time.
we don't need Cory. We got to practice for when I watch The Big Lebowski.
That's true. Big Lebowski, Gina, have you seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I think
Okay.
it's funny, but I wouldn't be like, I mean, maybe Nick would like it. I don't know.
But legitimately, you really can't even say because you've never seen the whole thing.
Not like, no, not the whole
Start to
thing.
finish.
I didn't say like, oh my God, I wouldn't watch this, but
Not one of your top picks.
no, I'd be like, hey, watch this.
Maybe Cory and I
Hey.
team up like Wonder Twin Powers activate
Gina's-
and give Gina and Nick the Big Lebowski for Gentleman's Agreement.
Gina's like, oh my God, I hated that
I just
movie.
had to
What
do
do I
No,
say
I
2
now?
weeks
say
worth of
that.
Gentleman's Agreement. Nick can do 2.
He's having trouble doing one.
Yeah, he's running this business and all that shit, so bouncing around in his van all the time.
Making pizza dough. Mad at the world.
Mad at the world.
Shitting a
You
lot.
are Joe now.
Shitting a lot.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be Joe 2.0? Bouncing around in your own van, making pizza dough?
You know what's
So-
actually sad about that?
Yes, I do.
So, but I'll tell you. You know
Tell
what?
me
I'll,
anyway.
You know what I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you.
now that I'm letting the beard get longer, and
You are?
now that it's been getting longer. If I
Sorry, I didn't notice.
Look at if I fluffed it up, it's getting
And the shaved head.
Wow, don't do
It's
that.
getting very long. Herd.
Is it red?
You're looking Amish there.
The light is very difficult because it's like a
There's a red tint to it.
it's like a high school bathroom in here, but it's hard to tell.
Did you spend a lot of time in high school?
And when was the last time you were in a high
With
school
the fluorescent
bathroom?
we all went to high school. Do you
Hold on,
remember the
Josh.
bathroom lighting?
Hold on, Josh. Go to the bathroom.
Josh.
We'll go to the bathroom.
Who's Josh?
Fluff out your beard again so I can
Did
see
you
it
always go to the bathroom with Josh?
under the bathroom lights. I'm wondering if you did.
No, I didn't say Josh. You did.
Well, I'm saying as someone that you went to high school
It
with.
sounds like it was just last week Bob was in high school
Good Lord.
bathroom.
Okay, so what would it be, like Bill or something?
Fluorescent lighting in the bathroom is all I said. All of a sudden,
To
we've got
me, it looks
Josh.
like an interrogation room.
Anyway, so don't fluff your beard out again. That's
No, I'm not.
disgusting.
So anyhow,
All right.
so what I was saying is that then the fact that he bought my hat. So last night so now he has a camo Under Armour hat that he probably wears a lot.
Yep, and a shirt, right?
I wouldn't
He
let
didn't.
him.
Yeah, so he didn't
He
get away
wore
with
it
the
the
shirt.
night. Oh, he didn't get away with the shirt.
Joe,
Okay.
Joe, I don't know if you know this. Joe came over here and we were doing the podcast, and he's like, "Where'd you get that hat?" I'm like, "Under Armour." Hey, that's a good hat, man. You actually got some style. Well, how much do you want for that hat? I'm like, you can buy it under UnderArmour.com. I don't want to buy it because you put the curve on the bill and everything. I said, I'll curve it for you. No, I like a hat that's been worn. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, how much you want for it? So I'm like, I don't want to sell my clothes. And he's like, but he really wanted the hat. So I'm like, okay. So he gives me his phone. I Zelle the money to myself, and I just buy a new hat. I'm like, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I get a new hat. So now he's wearing this camo hat everywhere. Joe, of all people. And to me, I'm like, the Osmond song.
I Am the Walrus?
I'm a little bit country, you're a little bit rock and roll kind of thing, and so I can wear the camo hat.
Yeah, I am well versed in the
But
musical stylings of the Osmonds.
But Joe is the rock and roll. So why is he wearing a camo hat? I don't know.
You lost me at the
So
Osmonds.
anyhow, last
You had me,
night,
Donnie.
some old man who I don't know walked
Was
up
it Joe
with
in
gray
disguise?
hair, walked up to me and was like, hey you, let's go play a game of darts.
Some stranger?
And I'm like, huh? And he's like,
You were mistaken for Joe.
you
That's what that was about.
He goes, you go meet me at the dartboard, huh? You son
You
of a
thought
gun.
you were Joe?
You son of a gun. And I go, oh yeah.
Don't
And-
you ever.
And then he just smiled and like put his hands in his pockets, and then you could tell he was like, "Oh fuck, I don't think that's the one I'm thinking about." But I was wearing another one of my camo hats, and I am a white male with a beard, so I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So now I'm driving a white van. My beard is longer.
Yeah.
Joe has one of my hats, so we're
Yep.
both wearing camo hats.
And if you aren't wearing a hat,
And an old man
Oh, that's true. If you take
mistook
the
me
hat
for
off.
Joe. And if I took my hat off, my head shaved.
Oh.
holy shit! I thought Joe was here.
Right. So I'm like,
Looks like you're going to have to start making some changes.
Time to
no,
say-
Time to question
I am not
some
going to
of these
make any
choices.
changes. Joe should make the changes.
Well, hold on. But your changes have brought you closer to a Joe lookalike. Why would he be making the changes? You need to pivot and go back to where you were.
The only thing is,
You didn't always look like Joe.
I'm not shaving, and I cut my hair short, and I just happen to have a white van now.
All right, we all get the white van. Saving
Yeah.
on miles, totally get it.
Yeah.
The hair, maybe grow it back a little bit.
No, it's too much maintenance. But anyhow, I don't come in reeking of pizza and sweatpants. So
No, now you reek of lobster and despair.
Next thing you know,
From
we're
your
gonna go.
long-ass drives
Corey's like,
from Brighton.
That's okay by me, buddy. You keep doing what you're doing.
Smell like all the lobster you want.
All the bacon, jam, and lobster you want to smell like.
We're gonna be up at Ray's, and Nick's gonna be constantly turning around and looking at the dartboard, gazingly. Guys, I don't know why I feel the need to go throw darts.
I feel drawn to it.
Nick, you've never played darts.
I feel the need to shit all over everything you just said.
Hold on. I don't
You
know
guys
why.
suck.
Uncle Ray's and all you guys just don't make me happy anymore. You
Yeah.
guys are a bunch of assholes. Fuck this place. I'm going to go play darts.
I mean, that's the next step, right?
I guess. If I get to that step, hit me in the face.
Got it. Done.
Okay?
Will do.
Might be a little preemptive, just to make sure. Just to make sure.
Yeah, just testing to make sure that was a real thing you wanted me to do.
If it's late in the night and you guys come walking outside, like after grabbing a shot in the kitchen or something, and I've twisted Bob's arm around his back and my knees on his back on the ground in the backyard, you'll know that I said
It's
something.
just another Saturday.
And Bob's like, you said I could hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, in all seriousness, the day that I hit either of you,
Right,
the podcast is over.
Right.
That's it.
I think it's done.
Yeah, put a pin in it.
Hey, man, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking.
Fuck you, buddy. We're done. End of Schnozzcast.
That would be a sad day.
But yeah, so I was mistaken for Joe.
Lucky
You know what would help you with that?
Anxiety medication? No.
He's got anxiety.
Because now you're getting mistaken for Cory.
No, the difference is this is the only ones I'm going to
You know what's funny, though?
What's
Because
that?
now Cory has glasses. And now you're buying these. It's all coming together. Look at this.
No. If you start seeing me in like all Under
if-
Armour, then you'll know like, oh,
If you
Jesus,
if
this is a problem now.
you start wearing Under
We're
Armour
going to have an intervention.
and his hair starts to silver a little more, I'm going to be like,
Silver?
oh my. Well, I'm sorry.
Is that a I'm not
Gray?
sure. Is that a
Gray?
compliment or a put down? I'm not really sure. Gina, help me.
I don't know. He's just describing you. I don't think it was.
Yeah,
either.
it was-
No, I know he's
neither.
describing me.
Yeah,
it's the description
I
that I'm
wouldn't say-
asking you about.
I wouldn't say it's.
That's not
a
very
put
helpful.
Down.
Okay,
I wouldn't
Gina,
say it's
not
a
very
put
helpful.
down.
I didn't.
Corey?
I
You
didn't
want it to be a put down?
No, I don't.
I
I
didn't,
think
I don't
so.
know.
I didn't
I
say
don't
if your
think
if your hair turns white like Bob's, like because he's 95 years
You're right.
old.
Silver, compliment.
Yeah,
yep, better than
exactly.
white. Got
Yeah,
it. Thank you.
better.
Appreciate it.
Put that right in perspective. Yeah.
My stepdad has had silver hair since he was like 40, if not younger than that. The entire time I've known him, and another baby face. It's not.
Moving
a put
on.
down. Not a put down.
Moving on to what I'm not really sure.
I thought there was going to be money head being thrown in the jar there.
It is kind of funny the similarities though. There.
I have, yeah. Perhaps I'm cured.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the $12 over there says otherwise.
We will see.
the night is young.
Hey, Gina, have you had any of these delicious cherries yet?
I have not.
Perhaps you've seen them on the podcast.
I don't think so.
You haven't seen them on the podcast?
Gina's,
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Talk-
Gina's like,
Why am I surrounded by
okay,
cherries?
so
Why? I got
they
cherries in front of
placed
me.
a box of cherries in front of me when I got here. They've got brandied cherries in a jar that they keep offering me. Did someone leak some sort of information that maybe they thought, we don't know what to do with a girl here that's not Cory's
Someone
girlfriend,
said,
so
give
let's
them
give cherries, as many cherries,
Yeah.
many different kinds of cherries.
Chicks love cherries.
They love them.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of them. Love cherries.
I'm walking around going, got a number one
Right.
fan come over today. I don't know what to do.
Cory, did you get the cherry
what
vodka?
do we give her?
Bob's got the cherry wheat. Did you want another cherry wheat?
Cherries. Cherries is the answer.
Gina, pie for you?
Did you want a slice of pie? We don't understand how to.
Women love pie.
We don't
With shaky pie
we don't-
coming toward you.
We don't understand how to react around women, so we just thought they liked cherries. They all
Cherries.
another stick of gum.
Cherry go.
Can we go back to my silver hair for a second?
Isn't there a cherry McGillicuddy?
Yes.
There is. We don't have it, thank God. But
Here, Gina, this whole bottle's yours.
Here, just
Yeah.
for you.
anything fruit related.
She's like,
Chicks love fruit.
I don't understand all this.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should give her one.
But yeah, okay,
But
follow through on
why?
that shitty idea you just had.
She loves cherries. She's a female.
Here's tickets to the Cherry Festival.
Right?
On us, on the podcast.
On the podcast.
Yeah, we're rolling out the red carpet.
Oh, thanks so much.
Oh, here.
And if you know Nick, you know that those tongs are clean.
Are they?
Last week, you know how fucking disgustingly sticky they were.
All right, folks, let me describe what we're seeing here. This is Gina has uncapped the
Are they
cherries.
laced with something? Or?
Oh, yes, they are. Little Rohypnol is, I believe, what the kids are calling it.
Thanks.
See,
to know.
Gina's already met Nick and I. This is the first time Bob and Gina have actually
We are
met.
not in my basement, and those are not my cherries. So,
This is the first time she met Bob?
yeah.
Yeah.
I did not make it to the bar with you fellas last night,
Or the time before she hung out with us?
or that time either.
She said she was starting to get a complex.
That's what I do to ladies. I give them complexes
And cherries.
and cherries, complex cherries.
Sorry I couldn't hang out the last 2 times, but would you like a cherry?
Right. Hey, sorry I ditched you for our double date the other night. Would you like some cherries? Hey, sorry I sold the house out from under us. Would you like some cherries?
Well, now that you say it like that.
you like any more of my
you sly
cherries?
devil.
How about 2 tickets to the Traverse City Cherry Festival?
Yes, no.
You
thank
silver tongue dog, you.
I'm surrounded by fucking
So
cherries.
I'm going to take Lori up to the Cherry Festival this week. I didn't know what else to do.
That was almost disastrous. And now Gina's rethinking her entire decision to be on this podcast.
She's going to throw up in my utility
Yep.
sink right now.
Be right back, fellas. Oh. Let me just grab this axe that's over by the door.
No, it's just a cherry in
I'll
my
solve
throat.
this cherry problem right now.
Just spit this right out.
Yeah.
Thanks for the cherries.
No problem. There's
You're
more
welcome.
where that came from.
Thanks for all the cherries.
The night is not over.
That's right. That's what they're.
I'm kind
That's
of
immediately normally followed by like, "Can I have some cab fare, please, to get home?"
Yeah, I need to call an Uber.
This
right
is
now.
just the teaser of cherries.
Gina, did you see the Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia we have upstairs?
No.
That's a pretty awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I've actually got a couple of cans of cherry beer in there if you're interested. There you go. I'm actually
but no
not. I'm not joking. There's literally cherry beer in the fridge that I brought with me.
Drink the cherry beer, Gina.
Yeah.
Drink this.
All the girls
It's also
come here and
not
drink
laced with
cherries.
anything.
Oh, the cherries that you just had were absolutely laced with something.
Well,
Yeah.
Cory had them, so
How were they?
they're good.
Yeah?
They're good.
Brandied cherries?
Yeah. My throat's not closing up yet, and I don't feel like I need to faint.
I don't know if
so-
you realized that I happened to close it out, but I did see it before it went away. Siri heard me saying that I canceled our double date and just popped up a message saying, "No need to apologize."
Did you say Siri?
Apparently, I said something that sounded like Siri. Because it was like, "Oop, no need to apologize."
Wow.
Yeah. Big brother.
Strangers in the night.
Bob's spending a lot of time at home talking with Siri, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Hey, baby.
computer, you know how much time I spent with you all day.
Alexis
since I
is
worked
starting
from
to get
home.
jealous
You-
because
You know how many cherries Bob's jammed onto his
two-timing
computer?
with
Wait,
Siri.
who is that bitch?
Alexa, just calm down. Calm down.
Is she eating cherries?
I am calm.
I don't know that.
Sorry, I've lost my connection for the moment.
Please stand by.
There's no standing by. It's just a big red ring around
Yeah.
the
Oh God, it's kind of scary. Like I told you, when it happened here, it was like as if the ship was going down.
Yeah, the whole place.
It goes.
We're sorry. We're having trouble connecting to the internet. We're having trouble connecting to the.
We're having trouble, and the whole house is going nuts. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it was nighttime, so it was dark. And I was like, turn the lights on. We're having trouble. We're having trouble. And everything's like, it's like a cacophony of sound. It was ridiculous.
What?
Just like the ICU noise.
I assume was that in episode 76?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. But it was all by itself, and I literally stopped washing the dishes, and I'm like, oh, I can cut that out. Dry my hands, come over, snip it out, put it on the board.
Now I'm interested to know what that related to.
I think
Well, if you're interested, it's available on iTunes and Spotify.
Oh.
Episode 78.
Yep, called Wooka Wooka on the 1 and the 2.
76.
Sure.
Was that when Bob was trying to make mixer noises?
I was trying to be the Boston-based Muppet DJ.
I was like, what is Wooka Wooka? I'm like, isn't it?
For more on that story, please listen to and download episode 76 of the Schnozzcast.
Yeah.
So, Cory, we're just about an hour in, so feel like taking a break?
Yeah, we can do a break and come back and.
Do you have a break graphic, break music, something that we should do?
Well, the music's on your end.
I don't have any break music.
You put an ICU noise in, but no intermission music.
Come on, man.
That's what I did.
All right.
That's what I did.
That's priorities. Yes.
I don't have any.
Priorities.
I don't have any songs that are 15 minutes long, unless you want to play something from Rush, their 2112 album.
If we looped two of Jack Moran's songs, that would equal 15 minutes.
No, much longer than that.
Oh, well, then cut it down to equal it to 15 minutes.
I really should do something like that. I should put something together so we could just play it to the. But then we really have to stick to the time, and as everyone knows, we're not so good with the time.
No, that never happened.
Not so good with the time commitments. So
You know what we should do?
Did you just say something bad about the time?
do I ever say a bad word about the time?
You know what we should do is play that.
Well played.
Play that hold music that a lot of companies use. That. You know the hold
Yeah.
music. It's like dun 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 dun.
Are you talking about Girl from Ipanema?
No, it's just like, no, it's just sound.
Sounds.
Drew and Mike had it. They found the loop of the hold music. They must have called some business and put it up and recorded it. But it's generic hold music that everyone has heard, that like most businesses use.
But they still have to get licensed for it. Even if they just paid like $5 they still have to pay for it.
Well, then we'll pay that $5.
I guess we will. All right, we'll do some research. But in the meantime, we're going to take a break and come back with part 2 of episode 82.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in a little bit. In a little bit.
In just a little bit. A little bit of time.
Tiny bit.
Welcome to the second half of episode 82 for Schnozzcast on Sunday. It's now Sunday, July 19th.
Good morning. You look so
Fun
beautiful
day.
today.
Thank you, sir.
I was really talking to the audience.
Hey, Cory,
Yes, sir.
were you aware that there is a site out there? It's actually kind of a movement that specifically takes videos of people slicing through things that are cakes but don't look like cakes. They look like actual legitimate items.
I am aware. And real quick, before we get into this little tidbit here,
Yeah.
I'd like to bring on another guest, Mr. Alan Christensen.
Oh, boy.
Alan, you there, buddy? I can see him.
Can you?
Oh, hello, Cory. This is Alan.
There's
Hey,
no
Cory, this is Alan.
yeah. There's no way that it was gonna work off the get go right there.
Of course not, but
No.
Why, hello, Cory. This is Alan.
Cory, you don't call me last night. What happened?
You no call me. I thought he was from Minnesota, but now I think he's from Vietnam. You no call me last night. Why is that?
Cory?
You don't love me no more.
I thought we were close. I thought we had something, Cory.
You only called me last time when you were in Laos.
Apologies to all of our Thailand listeners.
yes.
So many.
Oh, it's at least 0.005%.
All right.
So he's going to be right back. So
Alan, that has been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us tonight, Alan. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Yes, sir. There is a world of hyper-realistic cake slicing videos. So I know you've got a... Are you trying to bring it up right now?
I have it.
Now, before you bring up this hyper-realistic, perhaps disgusting video that you're going to bring up, let me just let me build it up to there.
Wait, hang on.
Yes.
There was 50 cents in there, by the way.
From where?
There was there was an
There was?
Yeah, there was.
Go ahead, drop it. There it is.
Some of the
videos that they have are of.
He's so self-aware.
It
now.
looks like a pickle. Where when you slice it in half, there's chocolate cake with buttercream icing.
This is when you were going to the bathroom earlier.
With my poop knife. These hyper realistic cakes have taken the shape of bottles of hand lotions, chicken thighs, bars of soap, rolls of toilet paper, and as Cory is probably about to show us very soon here, human heads.
Did we want to tell these long stories before we did the shot that's been in front of us for 10 minutes, or should we?
Yeah,
just
why don't
take
we?
those?
Yeah, we'll take a brief respite
Yeah.
from the story
Okay.
to say,
Thanks.
please join us in a Schnozzcast shot. Oh, we could.
No,
do
that's booze news.
That is booze news.
I'm the one that made it, so I can do it again.
Woo!
Thanks for joining us for the Schnozzcast shot. You look so beautiful tonight.
There are
Cory Slutsky.
a number of different bakeries across the U.S. that specialize in doing these hyper-realistic cakes, where they have sort of crowd-shared different techniques for making the cakes to make them look legitimately and hyper-realistic. One of the videos that I saw was for a cake that looks like a crock.
Like that would hold super stew?
A crock like the ones that Joe Guido would wear to work.
But wouldn't he also make stews or soups inside of a crock?
Now, he wouldn't make them inside of a crock. He might wear crocks while he was making them in a crock.
Oh, okay.
The crock with a CK in the end.
But since we haven't spoken to him in a while, that whole story might be a crock.
It might be a crock. Let's just assume that it is.
He
Some of these bakers have said, hey, I've always been making them for years. I call them still life cakes, and they make them as though they're still life paintings, trying to make them as realistic as possible. And they've also spawned another set of videos of people trying to slice actual things where the viewer doesn't know whether it's a cake or whether it's real, and it turns out to actually be a crock without a K.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is Cory doing right now? Are you trying to bring Alan on?
Yeah, no, I can get back to that.
Now,
that's
for,
fine.
now for a segment we call, What is Cory Doing? Bing.
Wait, what was that segment again, Cory? Sorry, Nick.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for Cory to
I
do
was
it.
waiting. I'm like, why are they not?
It's a segment we like to call, What is Cory Doing? Bing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. Now we are...
Cooking with gas.
This is almost as if we're
All right, so
in a college class and they're putting up some sort of something on the overhead.
So Cory's got a video queued up here while we're waiting for Alan Christensen to join, which is let's just say this is not for the faint of heart.
Oh God, why?
We have to give some sort of notice to our audience.
Yeah, well, yes, this is not, and
but it's publicly available on YouTube, and it's
It
along
is.
the same lines as the hyper-realistic cakes of pickles and crocks and rolls of toilet paper. But this one is actually
I don't know, man. I really don't know about this.
You can say no and go to some other video that isn't quite as
Graphic?
No, this is
upsetting.
It's cake. It's not going to be upsetting. It's fucking cake.
Oh no, I haven't seen it, but Cory has, and he appears to be on the fence. So Cory, if you don't want to show it, go back and we'll continue to.
Well, I mean, is it penises and stuff? I mean,
It's worse.
It's a baby.
okay, no, I've seen those before. I mean, they're disturbing, but it's cake, so you can play that.
Cory, it's your call. If you don't want to play it, don't play it.
I'm going with the judgment of my co-host.
No,
here.
No,
yeah,
I'm giving it to you.
I've seen them before. They're realistic, but it's fucking cake, dude.
All right, Gina, be prepared.
All right, well, Gina's going to be our barometer. If Gina says no, stop, we're going to stop.
All right, here we go.
So clearly that's not a baby.
No,
Yeah,
no,
right.
it's like an alien baby.
Some of them look way
looks like a-
more,
Way more
Yeah.
realistic.
way more realistic than that.
It looks like a baby painting.
It does. It does
Yeah,
look like a
right.
baby painting.
Oh boy.
Dude, yeah, it's clearly not a baby.
Yeah.
Why would you look away from this?
But the problem I think here is the video. Yeah,
doing that?
doing that and what's probably inside the cake.
It's red velvet cake.
No.
That's what it just said.
No, I know it's red velvet cake, but okay.
Why is
He's
this
slicing off the top of the head now?
of something that someone colored and made,
Right.
which is cake.
But what is the interior of the cake?
It was like when red velvet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this, okay. I've seen one that's way worse than this.
Yeah.
yeah. It was, okay. So this is all right.
But it was like when on Friends when Chandler and Joey were talking and he's like, man, I can't believe you never cried. And he's like, have you ever seen Bambi? And Chandler's like, yeah. And he's like, you didn't cry when Bambi's mother died? And he's like, yeah, I got really choked up when the artist stopped drawing the deer. So yeah, same concept. It was really upsetting when we cut this piece of cake in half that happened to be painted with other things you can eat that resembled a baby.
You know, it's an interesting psychological experiment. You know, to show something that looks like a realistic thing, in this case, an actual human baby, that you know isn't real. But some people are just, they know it's not real. You can tell them it's real all day long. You can assure them, you know, till the cows come home that this is not a real baby. It can, in fact, just like the one we saw, not even look close to being a real baby. But just the thought of someone actually doing that, they can't bring themselves to watch it.
This is actually kind of this on the same lines of being disturbing as that. This is a company that makes realistic, like hypo-realistic baby dolls.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that baby was hyper realistic.
No, that looks
that
like a
that would be
painting.
disturbing.
That
Yeah,
is
the more real it looks, the
this is a
more
doll.
I
This
don't
is
wanna
a
see it.
doll.
Yep, I've seen those.
yeah,
And like everything's latex, so the lips like stretch and everything.
and the eyes look real.
Everything looks real.
Yeah,
It's really strange.
yeah, we're not going to show those. That I think was fine.
Yeah, they kind of look like a painting.
It's like cutting up a painting of a baby.
It's like something like that.
Well, and that's clearly not a that is, I wouldn't say that qualifies either. Something that looks like a horror film baby coming out of a cake. Where it's a horror film baby, you know it's not a real, baby.
Look at this. This is one of those.
That would probably be a little more disturbing. If you put it in a real setting where like, oh, here's a baby in a tiny little basin with water and you're giving the baby a bath. Like if you put it in a real scenario where
Right.
you're doing something that you would do with a real baby, it makes it more
More
real.
real,
It makes it
yeah.
more
But
disturbing.
who for what reason do people purchase these?
I know they will purchase them for like
That's so strange.
older people who like have dementia and they give them a little baby and they take care of this baby, and I've seen videos on that.
Yeah?
Like a real life, like
The baby's not like moving or anything.
no,
though,
but
so-
but they're they need something to take care of, another focus. It helps with depression.
And you would never give them the real baby, so why not
No,
give them
give
like
them
a
the-
hyper-realistic
yeah.
doll?
Oh my
so they
God.
think they take care of the baby.
Oh, that's super, super realistic.
Yep. They like they paint the veins in the hands.
That's pretty
and-
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that's not a cake, right?
no, that's not a cake.
They call them reborn babies or
Oh my-
real babies, or
It must be a thing.
it is a thing. Yep.
Look at
Oh, man.
that's a doll.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Corey.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
probably
almost too real.
a $300
Do
to
they-
$500 doll.
Do they also, is there a thing for those type of hyper-realistic dolls for families who have lost a child, for them to sort of get past the grief, or
I've only seen it like with the elderly.
With the elderly?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What other
dementia or
Dementia and something
Alzheimer's?
to take care of, or something,
What other application would you have this?
Well, Some people collect those dolls, so
That's creepy.
yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping there was more
And they
of a,
take care of them, like dress them up and take them out
okay.
like a real baby.
Here's an actual like weird question, but would
Oh,
my
thank God.
look
As
at that.
opposed
Oh,
to
thank
any
God.
other?
Right. Is that just the head? Or no, it's swaddled?
swaddled, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
E-
if you obviously paid enough money, if you did lose a baby, could you send the company the baby
Oh.
you lost and they would recreate it?
Oh, I'm sure.
Like make it into that doll.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
But
what other than elderly people, what application would there be for?
But where do you draw the line? I mean, is
I
that
think
borderline
that's
of keeping
that's
like
a
a
lot.
pumpkin in a bassinet? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, because legitimately, any counselor should be advising them to slowly let go and
Right.
Move past
on.
that.
And move
yeah.
on.
Yeah. Instead of spending thousands on a lookalike.
That's like
Well, I mean, if that's
an
what they
open
want.
wound. Yeah.
This is Alex. You know, like
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Nicholas.
that's a little too creepy.
How can we
Yeah,
turn
it's too
How can we
much.
turn this back into comedy? I know. Llamas.
Llamas.
are they in pajamas?
Llamas can help us fight COVID-19.
Baby mama llama drama?
Please refer back to a previous episode of
That was-
Schnozzcast with that title.
That was a long time ago.
Yes. So there are for llamas, some of the llamas have evolved what they're calling special nanobodies that will help to fight the virus.
Is that a part of them?
Yeah.
Is it like their Hama Lama Ding Dongs?
I'm not going to respond to that. I'm only going to go back to the article. Millions of years ago, some unknown common ancestor of today's llamas, camels, and alpacas underwent an unusual genetic mutation, and this evolutionary happenstance gave llamas and their kin a strange type of antibody that no other mammals have, which surprisingly could end up aiding in the fight against COVID-19. They published an article in the Nature Structural and Molecular Biology journal, which all of us, I'm sure, subscribe to.
Cory.
Damn it. That's 50 cents.
Oh.
Come on,
You caught
Gina.
yourself.
I caught myself.
We're also hearing clicks and everything from
Yeah.
that Zoom call or whatever you're doing over there.
Are we?
Yeah, we're hearing. It's like someone's connected. So I don't know if you finally connected Alan, but we're hearing someone making noises over there.
Got it. It's taken care of.
Just so you're aware.
Well aware.
Supposedly, this could prevent the virus that causes COVID-19 from affecting human cells. These nanobodies have been shown to block quite potently the interaction between the virus and the human cell. They basically neutralize the virus. Like all antibodies, the nanobodies that the team have worked to develop within llamas have the ability to recognize and to attach to a specific spot on a specific protein to cover the surface of the coronavirus. And when the spikes latch on to that virus, a protein that sits on the outside of many human cells, the coronavirus can enter and infect those cells. But if the spike proteins are blocked from attaching to it, the virus will float around harmlessly, unable to invade at all.
Yeah, I saw like an animation of actually how it does it, and it latches on with the spikes.
A llama innovation?
No.
No.
Lamavation.
But yeah,
try to recover from that.
yeah. No, but it was pretty interesting the way it does it. But yeah, I mean, what you're saying makes absolute sense. Basically, if you, it's like a ball with a bunch of fish hooks attached to it,
Exactly.
and barbs, and the virus itself is the ball that has these barbs attached to it. So what you're explaining is if there's some way to baby-proof the barbs, then this ball is just going to be a beach ball floating around, not doing any harm because it can't insert itself into the proteins of our cells.
And that's the article on llamas. I literally can't do it any better than he just explained it. So I just closed the window on my laptop.
I'm done.
I'm like, we're done. That was a pretty amazing story.
I studied molecular
Nick Bader for the
biology.
win. Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Tip your waitress.
So now, finally, we do have.
Do we
Yes, we
finally?
do.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
Well,
we don't have him. Okay.
he's here. He's here.
Is
There
he?
we go, yep.
Would I be able to hear him in my headphones?
You're going to in 1 second.
All righty then. Will he be able to hear me?
Yes, you will. Mr. Alan Christensen, how are you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Oh boy!
Finally got it.
Woo!
And for those on the actual live stream right now, can actually see him as well.
See him and hear
nice.
him, and we can hear him,
And
not see him.
yes.
That's fine. I don't care.
That's what you tell us.
Alan, I got to tell you, buddy. Well done on the panel van, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, your 25-foot panel van.
Yeah. 23.
Let's go back a second because
Bumper to bumper.
those who don't follow Alan Christensen on Facebook aren't aware that Alan just bought a new vehicle. So, Alan, what'd you buy?
I bought a 2020 Ford Transit high top.
Which is way fucking bigger than the van that's sitting in your driveway, Nick.
This is not a competition. I don't like the van that's sitting in my driveway or Joe's van. So no offense to you, Alan, but this is you win. So
Perfect.
So, but there is something insanely sweet that Alan's going to be doing to that van.
Yeah, I want to hear what the plan is, Alan. Can you fill us in?
Yeah, it's going to be solar. All the accessories are going to be solar powered.
Okay, what accessories are you referring to?
DC cooler, all the internal lighting, the Instant Pot to be able to cook something in, coffee pot.
Okay.
I thought, Alan, and no disrespect to whatever you're doing with the van, but I thought that perhaps maybe you were going to podcast from it and get like a custom license plate that said like Roadcaster Pro or something like that.
What is the purpose and the reason for what are you going to do with this van?
The application.
Thank you.
I haven't really decided yet. I needed a vehicle that I could drive in the wintertime. So the 2020 Transit is all-wheel drive.
Gotcha.
Sounds like a commercial.
And obviously my 2006 Mustang is not
Front wheel drive. Yeah.
So needed a new vehicle and settled in on the Transit 2020 because of the all-wheel drive. And waiting for a few paychecks to be able to afford some of the next toys.
So Alan, you go from my Mustang's a little slippery in the snow. You know what I need is something that I could use the sun to start my Instapot.
Yes.
Where's the transition? Bridge it for us, because this is. Do you want to live in this van? Is it something you want to use as like
travel the United
small
States?
RV if you need to?
Yeah. The goal is to build out the Class B motorhome style in it, and then maybe I'll work for Bob again, and he doesn't care where I live, and I'll go somewhere warm.
Brilliant.
Dude, so I was telling Alan when
You do still live in Minnesota, don't you?
Yes.
when I saw that he purchased the van, I'm like, dude, please tell me that you're going to be gutting that thing out and basically making a little motorhome out of it. So that's
There's
exactly
nothing in it.
Well, no, it's bare bones inside.
It's
sounds-
bare bones. It's from the back of the two front seats to the inside of the back door is 13 feet. And a 6'3" human being can stand up inside without ducking.
Oh my God.
So you are going to be doing like little kitchenette in there, bed, all that.
Yep.
A big, juicy.
That's fucking
van.
awesome.
Is there any way, Cory, you can pull up? I don't know if you can do it and still keep him on the video, but can you pull up from Facebook his picture of it?
Of course you can.
I'm pulling up right now just so Nick can see.
Oh, that's very nice.
That's brand fucking new.
I'm just so glad it's not like dingy white.
Oh no! When I decided that it was going to be 2020 and they didn't have it sitting on the lot, I had to order it. So I was supposed to have it on April 15th. And if it wasn't for the coronavirus, I would be a lot deeper in my project.
No, I really like the color. I like how it matches the Stang. I mean, that's really cool.
I showed him first the picture of you had taken a picture on your driveway of the Mustang with the van behind it, sort of like a
Yeah.
a horizontal view, and now I'm showing him the one from, I don't know if it was a drone you have or if you were on top of the second story of your house, taking it out of the window, but showing him that it's legitimately twice as long as the Mustang.
It's out the window. See the screen?
Thank you. Sir.
Yeah, I don't have any drones yet. Cory and I have not discussed what kind of drones to buy.
I'm kind of puzzled that you haven't had that conversation.
You guys purchased drones together?
We won't get around to that.
Matching drones.
So I know a lot of them have the follow me feature. So that would be actually cool while you were driving the van to have like the overhead view or the front, in front of you, following you or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Especially if I drive to Minneapolis.
Yeah, Minneapolis is what I was going to say.
I thought you were moving somewhere warm. I thought you were moving somewhere warm, which would preclude Minneapolis.
No, I was in reference to the wonderful police officers of Minneapolis that tend to mess with people.
I see.
Exactly.
One way to put it.
Safety first.
Bob is scrolling through your pictures, and it was very happy photos of you, your van, and then a tub of cottage cheese.
I apparently was the only person that didn't know they made large curd and small curd cottage cheese.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely the only person.
You might be the only one, yeah.
So I got one of them Hy-Vee, and I got the other one from the local shop, and somebody told me that... I eventually figured out that there were two different sizes of curds, and then I posted on Facebook instead. Did anybody else know this? Apparently, every single person did. It had a preference on which one they liked.
I kind of was spitballing an idea for a mixture, taking two different sized curds, mixing them together, and selling them like that. And I was
like a dad joke is coming. Dad joke is coming.
No, we wouldn't call it medium.
You'd have to call it assorted, right?
I would call it two curds, no way.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Called it.
That's just me personally.
Called it.
Nice.
That's just me personally.
Well, I saw that coming a mile away.
I think that's the idea.
That's the only time.
There'd be an exclamation point. So at the end.
He's got a video where he does a walkthrough. Would it be of any interest to show that?
It's an empty van.
It is an empty van.
Bob,
I guess there's really not much interest.
Yeah,
it's a 2020 empty van. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to walk through it?
I already did.
Are we at that point?
I already did.
I joined the live room when Alan had it on.
Okay.
And just kind of give him some of the ideas, what do you want to do with it and everything like that. So
right.
I think if everyone just went to Alan's Facebook and checked it out that way, and then once he has the entire thing done,
I thought you were going to say house. If everyone just goes to Alan's house and checks out
Alan, Alan, you're going to have a lot of people showing up to your house.
Yeah.
Hey, are you the one with the van?
But yeah, once it's done and completed, then I think putting some pictures up at that point.
Yeah, we will definitely be keeping track of that and posting.
Or even if you have
pictures.
progress pictures.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be posting those
to our rabid audience in India, Brazil, and some might say the lower 48 states.
Nice. My neighbor has a 2008 Mercedes Sprinter high top. So,
dude, those are fucking sick. Sadly, I know exactly what he's talking about. I've watched plenty of videos.
That's one of us.
Alan, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I'm preemptively excited for what you're gonna do with that, because I just feel like it's gonna turn into something. I mean, it's a beautiful van. It's an awesome color. It's brand new, but the ideas that you have sound awesome. They sound amazing, and I think that you're gonna turn it into clearly something of your own, but something that nobody else has.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to do electricity, so that ought to cover it, right?
That'll make you an electrician. Sure.
That's all you need. That's how electricians learn. They just watch YouTube.
An all-metal van, that can't go wrong.
No, absolutely
exactly.
Just make sure you stand and put a puddle of water in the back and
can't break into this van.
Alan, I'm just happy you allowed us to move from slicing up babies up to 2020 transit vans.
Electrocute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
what you also saw was what was coming. So, I mean, it was like why would you make a baby cake if you had to slice it, right? That's just a little weird.
Apparently, people out there kind of like that thing.
No, I mean, but most people make a very realistic baby cake and they just
All right,
throw it away.
I legitimately thought we'd moved on from baby cakes onto transit vans, so let's not go back. Let's not
live in the
go
past.
backwards.
dive deep back into the pool of baby cakes. Let's stick with the transit van. Alan, what else is going on with you, buddy? Apart from you dumping thousands of dollars on vans for which you really aren't sure what you're going to do with it.
I have a GoPro.
That's what
I have a GoPro.
That's what I like to see, Alan.
All right, so Cory has brought you over to the dark side with the GoPro.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
story.
Alan Christensen.
It's fun to have a new friend that has a toy budget. So now
He's blowing. That's a Funko Pop budget he's got.
No,
there.
that's an actual budget for adult things that he's using probably inappropriately for toys.
Yes, yeah, and sucking away from someone's 401k probably or
Yeah.
mortgage.
No, I would never do that.
All right.
Danielle's back to work now, so
Exactly.
She can cover that mortgage.
Everything is good.
I got the Funko Pop.
I
that
put my John
totally
Hancock
handled.
there. I mean, what else do you want me to do?
All right.
Alan, are you still doing facilitating like Zoom sessions and podcasts and things like that?
Definitely.
Okay.
We work with a couple of different nonprofits in the cancer community to just extend the idea that we don't have to be together to be together, right? And I think a lot of people are used to being on Zoom and things of that nature, but bringing more people in like this, setting up a live stream like Cory has here. Not everyone is able to do that. So
What was your latest stream that you did?
I've been on vacation for a few weeks, so that's a tough
Cory,
question.
Cory.
I thought it was going to be.
Trying to line up these questions.
As Krabby would say, you guys could have solved this with a 15-minute planning video.
Yeah.
He's like, I did a shower stream, but that's really nothing that I advertised to anyone I know.
I mean, I shared it with you, Cory, but
It was only available in Belgium.
I produced about half of a live stream that is going to come out on the final Monday of the month for Raven Sarcoma, where it's a lot of patients and caregivers telling stories and things of that nature since we really came together, especially for the compromised community. So that was a lot of work to get that into the timeline and turn that over to video editor. So that'll come out in a couple weeks. I'm excited for that. That was a lot of work.
Very cool.
awesome.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh,
So, Alan, walk us through like your ideal vision of with this van. I know you said in regards to going green with the solar power and everything like that. But if there was no budget, what would your ideal vision be that you really want to do to this, and then you're realistic what you're probably going to do?
Well, the no budget part would take me out of the van, put me in a massive RV.
Okay.
The idea behind this one is that you get twice as many miles per gallon out of a van than you do an RV.
Mm-hmm.
And Cory's texting me.
come on, Cory.
It was about the typing in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely not typing, so I don't know where the feedback's coming from, but
I apologize then.
But from the reality of living in Minnesota, doing so many things in Michigan, and having friends spread all over the place, the ultimate goal is to kind of correct some of that investment from paying for a hotel room nights half where you're going because you're traveling by yourself and stuff like that. And just being able to say, hey, you know what, I need like a 2-week brain break from this corporate IT life, and I'm just going to go somewhere where I can get the 4G, 5G signal and just do my job from the van and just hang out and live life.
So you know what I think is really just phenomenal about that is how a certain group of people are going to the tiny house lifestyle, and everyone's kind of consolidating and becoming minimalists. And I think it's cool because you're not necessarily doing that, but you have the same mindset. Like you said, if money was no issue, you would have some huge RV. But to me, anytime that they show these, you can buy this $25,000 house that's put together, that's 250 square feet, but it has absolutely everything you need. It's all surrounded by glass. It's absolutely beautiful if you were to walk into it. And, it's kind of what they do in Japan and stuff, how everything's kind of consolidated. So the idea that you're doing this with the vision of, hey, you know what, this at least will be my own. I can go in a parking lot. I can go overlooking a nice scenery over a cliff somewhere, and I'm at home anywhere I go, and it's within my budget. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, and as Bob's aware, I've lived that corporate travel life where you have really no idea where you're at or where you're going, and this is kind of the opposite. I can go wherever I want. I can still do what I need to do to make a living. So it's almost a play off of the 5 years that I spent in hotel rooms.
Yeah, because the money that you're just dumping into basically having a bed and a bathroom, and that's it.
And you're not making it your own. It's a random room that you bring your stuff into and stay there for a couple nights, as to where this, you can feel more at home and actually make it yours, and whatever you want to keep in there and have in there, that's no problem, and you can have whatever you want. So dude, I'm when I saw the van on the Facebook page again, I was hoping that's exactly what you were going for, and I'm very glad that it is. And I'll have to have a chat with Danielle about maybe taking 3 months and you and I just hitting the road and going out there in the van.
Oh, yeah, that would be wonderful.
Thelma and Louise all over again.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I would strongly advise that. I was actually going to say how cool it is that, you can rely on reusable energy and you're cutting costs, but you're doing it in a way that you're not in a 1975, Volkswagen van. You're in this awesome brand new van. You're going to make everything, brand new, understandably so. And you're going to be sleeping in, gain scented sheets because this is your this is your van. You know who slept in the bed last night. It was you. It's not a hotel where you think, oh my God, this bed smells like Cory.
I'll say, well, I'll be there.
Cory Selesky could have slept here last night.
I'll be there 3 months out of it.
But I guess now that the whole thing's circling the drain because Cory's going on a road trip with you for 3 months where you guys are just going to search all over the country for Funko Pop and live out of a van.
Oh my God, that's
for a guy that I've never met in person. I don't know what I can guarantee.
For a guy that we've met in person, I can guarantee that you should not.
Oh, well, Alan,
scoot over.
Those aren't pillows.
Cory, I only designed this to have one bed. It's just for me. All right, you're gonna have to share.
we can make it work.
Lovely.
So, Alan, thanks for hopping on, bud. We got to start wrapping things up here because we're going a little over on time. Cool. I know it took a little bit for me to figure out on my end how to get you on, but I'm glad we got it.
I'm used to being the host too, so I was in my own chat room, not yours. So.
No problem.
Cory, is there any? Alan, are there any plugs or anything, any GoFundMes or anything like that you want to let anybody know about?
Not specifically, but next Friday, July 24th, is the 1 year anniversary of my wife's death. So July is Sarcoma Awareness Month, which is the cancer that took her life away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1 in 100 cancer diagnoses are sarcomas, and less than 1% sarcoma diagnosis as angiosarcoma. So it's definitely on the rare disease list and things of that nature. So should anybody have an extra $5 or $10 out there, give somebody that can use it. And do your research on organizations and how they spend money. But in times like these, when nobody's got any extra cash in their pocket, everybody hurts from it. So.
Well, buddy, thank you again. We'll definitely be thinking about you.
We love you, Alan.
And we'll get something set up to where we can have you on for a full episode rather than doing this at the break and trying to figure it out on the fly here. So, thank you again, sir.
Cool.
Thank you for all the insight on everything, and we'll see you on the next one we have you on.
Alan, let us know about that date for the 3-month trip with you and Cory as well.
Yes,
definitely.
We'll get that worked out. No problem.
GoPro.
Oh, of course. That's a given.
All right, Alan. Have a good night, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Cool. Thanks,
See you, brother.
All right, sir. We've got. We are at. If we take away from them, we're just about almost to the 2-hour mark. So let's see if you and I can plow through Gentleman's Agreement and then maybe do a quick pick of the week. You're good.
Yeah, I'm good, but Cory goes note by note and sentence by sentence with every movie he reviews. So I don't know.
We're gonna try to. Well, okay.
Oh, and then the guy walks in the room and says, "Oh my God, I can't believe you were there." And it was funny because.
So hang on, wait a second.
Wow.
Are you
I didn't say this.
Are you trying to give me shit
Yep.
for giving a long
story?
Long story on
Absolutely.
something.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Now
It's
you
like
know how it feels.
It's like the pot calling the kettle black.
That's absolutely true.
Jesus Christ.
All right, we're gonna have a
And
fist fight out in the parking lot after this
And
show.
we
but
still didn't even get to Funko this. Perhaps
we did.
Oh,
No.
man.
We did.
Well,
Oh no,
Kinda.
there's
No, we didn't.
All right, we got to figure out how long over the 2-hour mark we're gonna go. Then, I mean, what are we gonna?
Might as well start making the shows 3 hours now.
No, we can't go back to
No.
3-hour
Oh
shows.
God! No.
Even Gina's
Because
like, "Come on!"
All I'm saying,
You guys
now,
with your fucking 3-hour
because
shows.
now I know. I'm like, so we're at the 2-hour mark, and to go to the 3-hour mark, that's gonna mean Cory reading scripts from the movie he watched and then talking about Funko. So
Look,
I've already shut down.
Look, I got 2 movie reviews to get through, and I can get through them in less than 6 minutes.
Bob Rankin, go.
You want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right,
Oh wait. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Is there?
Go ahead.
No, seriously. Is there a graphic you want?
yeah, he's got a.
There's
I
a-
could.
there's a
Do you want me to
graphic.
just kind of?
He's got to flip a movie reel
frame?
across the screen in a 360.
So time for Gentleman's Agreement. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay. All right. So I had 2 to watch. The first was The Disaster Artist on Netflix from Mr. Cory Selesky. And wow. All I could say, I never watched. So it's based on The Room. I never watched The Room,
Neither have
but
I.
now I feel like I don't have to. Because The Disaster Artist is essentially a remaking of The Making of The Room. And I thought Franco was. It's got to be difficult to do a portrait of Tommy Wiseau. Especially if you've never seen The Room, he has to play it for. Did you see The Room or did you not see The Room? Doesn't matter. I'm going to do a portrait of this filmmaker who's just batshit insane and completely weird, and you don't know why he's doing the things he's doing. All the different scenes where Seth Rogen is. By the way, spoilers here. Seth Rogen is his director while he's acting in the scenes is going, I don't know why you would make that recreation of the alleyway that's right outside the building that's right there. It was just one of the weirdest things I've seen in a while, but I saw that Seth Rogen and his writing partner produced it, and it was pretty much what I expected. I thought they did a good job. I'm not a huge fan of Dave Franco. He just seems like a much lesser Franco to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if you feel the same way, but
No, and I feel he is definitely riding on his brother's coattails.
yeah, he's been in those Now You See Me movies, but I'm like, I'm not impressed.
Yeah, he's nowhere near.
He's
Matt.
got a long way to claw his way out from his brother's shadow, but I will say James Franco did a great job again of playing a fucking weirdo.
Oh, dude, I mean, to carry that weird kind of accent slash lisp through the entire thing, that had to take a lot, and to keep it spot on every time. Is that
and I know they had to keep Dave Franco there too. He was kind of the audience. He's sort of the Greek chorus. He was the guy who was going through the whole thing through the eyes of the audience, where you're like, what the fuck's going on? Why is this guy so weird? What are we doing this for? Why are we making this movie? He's taking us on that journey, but it was just fucking bizarre. But it all sort of came full circle at the end, where they had James Franco meeting Tommy Wiseau and the talking and the shot for shot remake that I didn't realize until I saw that it was actually a shot for shot remake.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
It was very cool.
Seeing that, I'm like, wow, they went through all this detail to make sure it was that close to the actual footage that they did have.
Yeah.
So that was, which I think that in a way they should have almost put it in the beginning.
No, I think it would have ruined it.
But I'm not saying with any lines or anything like that. Just giving like a quick little shot by shot comparison, just to show what. No, you don't think so?
No,
All
totally
right.
disagree. But I grew up in you watch Cannonball Run, and Cannonball Run, those old films from the 70s, or I guess maybe that was early 80s, where they would have the blooper reel at the end. And that was always the best part about those movies. Like, this was save that for the end. Let me go through the experience and then show me the behind the scenes. Like, pull the curtain back and show me how you did it.
Fair enough.
I was good with that. So I'd wanted to see that movie. I just had never made the time to do it. So thanks for giving me that. Moving on to the second one, which is Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich. This is going to be real quick because I only watched one episode of that, and I'm like, that's it. I can't do anymore. I couldn't do anymore.
Why is that?
Because according to the documentary, he's a fucking pedophile and suckered in all these underage girls to essentially create a pyramid of sex out of Palm Beach. And obviously they can't interview Jeffrey Epstein, but they interviewed all these other women, and it was fucking utterly depressing.
It's a little disturbing.
And disturbing, yeah. I'm like, I can't do. I know I was supposed to do the equivalent of a movie, so probably 2 hour-long episodes, but having had to watch Disaster Artist this week plus that, I'm like, one is good. Like, I literally can't do anymore.
All right.
There's not much more I could say about it other than it was just really disturbing. Very disturbing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm done.
All right.
It's all you, buddy. You had the rain from
I did have
from
the rain
Nick.
from Nick. And I can say that I successfully watched my given 2 episodes.
And I'll never watch it again.
And the other 12 episodes.
What?
I finished all 14.
You finished 14 episodes of The Rain?
I did watch. I know I didn't, but
Sucked
I
in.
did watch all 14 of
Did you
them.
get sucked in?
A little bit.
Well, what's the other conclusion? I mean, you didn't watch all 14 just...
Weren't you just joking about like, oh, Cory's on dispatches?
Yeah, but okay, so explain to me, why did you do that?
So first of all, I will say the dubbing was hard to get past for a long... Actually, to be honest with you, I never got past it.
Just don't look at you can't...
Well, I know, but it's so hard to... It's not even like it's close.
No, it's not, because
Like
they're totally different languages.
People's mouths aren't moving.
No, they're
but
saying...
you're still,
Right,
right,
and there's like, what's up?
but you're still seeing this movement and whatever. So yeah, the dubbing, I never got over the dubbing aspect. But the
6-minute timer. You put a timer on. I'm glad I beat the timer.
The opening of it was fantastic. I think that's what actually wrote me in, and it wasn't too sci-fi.
No, and that's why I wanted you to watch it, because it wasn't aliens are coming out of the woods,
Right, but it's like season 2, episode 3. It started kind of getting there. Mm-hmm. To where I'm like, okay, this is going a little too sci-fi for me, but I still want to see what the conclusion is. Which obviously there's still no conclusion because season 3 is coming out in a couple months.
Well, why would you need a conclusion? Because then the show would be over.
Well, yeah, and I really didn't realize until I was about 4 episodes in that there was also a season 2 and a season 3 coming out. So I'm like, shit.
What'd you think about the girl?
Which one? Simone?
Simone, yeah.
I will say that was another thing that wrote me in episode number 1 was her running around a little bunker with nothing on. I was like, yeah, all right, well, this isn't too bad.
So I'm like, yeah, so in the accent, because that was, I mean, theoretically that's her talking, because like I said, most of them do their own dubbing.
No, and then
She's like, Rasmus, what are you doing?
well, and that's their names were fucking so weird in that too.
Simone, Rasmus, what is going on?
Beatrice, that's in her mid-20s, and
that's normal over there though.
Martin was the only one I think that had a normal name out of the entire group.
Yeah, Martin.
But
Martin.
with so yeah, that was a big drawing aspect at first. But even when, to me, in episode number 1 again too, when their mom got killed.
Spoiler alert.
Well, that's a given now at this point.
Whenever we say gentleman's agreement, is generally assumed to be
that
spoiler
was a
alert.
given.
So so when mom it was like they didn't even fucking care. They went right back down in the bunker. They're like, all right, well,
I think that at that point in time, the world was literally circling the drain twice. That I've said that on this podcast, which is crazy, but their world was
That's good.
so
I needed a title.
Yeah, was absolutely so terrifying that it was like, we don't have time to sit and mourn. We could die. Yeah, that's horrible, but we have to get this door shut and we have to take care of each other. And I think that was the more important thing at the time. I don't think it was like, do what you want to us because mom died.
No, it wasn't so much that. It was the fact that, like I said, because it was obviously just the 2 of them at that point. They went back down. They're safe in the bunker.
They didn't show scenes of them like mourning.
Yeah, well, and that exact night, she's like, well, you should get some rest. Like, well, no. So I'm just going to go to sleep after.
But again, was it because of this pandemic or whatever was going on that hardened them and that forced them to grow up? That they, and of course, Simone couldn't show anything to Rasmus, her younger brother, because she's taking care of him. So she can't mourn and she can't lose her shit, because he's so little at the time.
Right.
And he might be too young to really even know kind of what's going on.
And
at the beginning.
And I think the beginning was very, very good. And it definitely wrote me in. And then lots of ups and downs with, Martin's screwing every girl that is in the group, and then Rasmus gets his chance and she gets killed, and it was.
So Rasmus, what was this season that he was just all of a sudden an adult? Like he was like 18.
It was like the third.
Because he went
episode?
from like a kid
in the 6. They basically elapsed those 6 years, and they went from just being. They didn't cover they covered the first year in the bunker, and then it went right to them being 6 years in the future.
But you have to think about the cinematics and the acting that went into how we can take 2 people in a bunker, almost tantamount to, which I didn't see, but the whatever the show is when Tom Cruise lived on the island. But to have one actor or 2 actors.
Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks, yeah. I was
Castaway?
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Jesus
Tom,
Christ.
it was a Tom.
Mr. Movie over here.
Did you not watch that movie?
Again, no. You've asked me this. So
all right, going right in the ideas.
Oh, Willie!
But what I'm saying is
Wilson.
whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. But what I'm saying is that it speaks to the content and the acting that goes into this. That you can literally be in this, all gray walled bunker, quote unquote, and wrap someone into this, and that they want to watch. You're not running through the woods. There are not monsters chasing you. There's not a cast of, like on The Walking Dead where you've got all kinds of people and monsters and everything else going on.
And that's why I think, like I said, the sci-fi portion of it for basically the first 3 quarters of the 2 seasons, it was just enough for me because it's a believable scenario.
Well, it probably hits a certain chord as what's going on right now. Something could come up that could be rain-born, that could be just like this. I mean, who would have thought if we would have talked 2 years ago and we would say, hey, man, we're going to shut down the entire country and bars are going to be closed. Uncle Ray's is going to be closed. Everything's going to be closed. People are going to be wearing masks just like they do in Japan or China because of the pollution. And you'd have been like, oh, okay. So the idea that a virus could come out and be propelled through the rain is not that hard to grasp at this point.
That's what I say. I think that was one of the other key points that kind of pulled me in. So, yeah, it was
relevant. Yeah,
I'd like it known that my review for 2 movies didn't take anywhere near as long as this one did.
This was short for Cory, and there was
Nick
there
had
was
his input in
interchange.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was a lot of
Plenty of
Usually Cory's like,
So in season 1, episode 1, Rasmus is
In
walking
minute
down
one.
the hallway.
it was definitely a good series, and I'll probably end up watching season 3.
All right,
that
before
makes
we
me happy.
before we do new assignments, can we do
yes.
the shots that's been sitting here?
They're very cold for having been sitting here.
Cheers.
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 Okay, Cory. Looks like it's just you and me giving each other assignments.
I don't know about that, George. I think you said
Nick's gonna take 2. You gonna take 2?
I think you said
Little
Are you
DP?
taking 2?
Nick can do
Little
2.
DP?
Nick can do 2.
You can't do 2.
Because we'll involve Gina and Nick can do 2, and we can all.
Dude, fucking make him do it.
He's the one that said, but you're not. But no, this time
Here's what we're gonna do.
you can't do your little plan.
Executive decision. You and I are gonna give each other an assignment, Cory. Nick and Gina can assign something to each
I
other.
agree with that. I think
And
that's a good plan.
because it's a little more dicey. I don't know whether Nick's going to have the time to do even 1, much less 2 this week because he's still got another busy week coming up.
Yeah, I'll get it taken care of.
And Gina, don't know when you're going to be back, but you can definitely come. If you're not back next week, then you can definitely come back in the room and say, oh, I watched. Or we can bring on.
Like
through
Alan
the-
Christensen.
Yeah.
We can bring on video now.
All right. So
All right.
so let's you and I take care of it, Cory. I've got one for you already if you need a minute.
No, I got one.
Go right ahead then.
I'm going to give you the first 2 episodes of Space Force.
You son of a bitch. All right.
Netflix.
Yep, I got it. You, sir, have you're gonna love this.
Oh, I'm sure.
As a humongous Big Lebowski fan, you must be it's all about where you came from, right? What are the origin story? What's the origin story of the Big Lebowski? You don't have to watch this shit. What are you making a face for? What do you think? What is the origin story for Big Lebowski? It is Humphrey Bogart in The Big Sleep.
That's what we have talked about this, and I have not
We
seen
have,
it. So.
and I have it at home. When you drop me off like a gentleman this evening, I will remind me, and I'll bring it out and I'll give it to you. You can take it with you.
When you're pulling him close for the kiss on the porch,
That's right.
let him know.
Big Lebowski.
Based on The Big Sleep by Howard Hawks,
All
Bob,
right.
Bob has a big sleep.
1947.
At least once
if
a
I
day.
remember. More than one. It is the weekend. All right, so Gina and Nick, what do you think?
Gina, I'll give you some time to think of something unless you have something right away.
She's like, "Fuck you! I got something already."
No, I don't
No, you
have
don't?
something
No, not
already.
yet. So I've got 3 different things.
Okay.
I know you've listened to the podcast quite religiously at some point in time.
If you want to look at what I had for Danielle, maybe as a
No, I have my
okay.
own. Thank you.
Gotcha.
So
Trying to help you, buddy.
No, I appreciate it. So I've got a couple things, and I'm going to give you 3 of them, and I want you to tell me if you've seen any of them.
Okay.
Okay, honestly. So I've got one is 13 Reasons Why. Have you?
I've seen it all.
You've seen it all. Do you like it?
I did like it, yeah.
I think the first season was probably the best.
Best one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree.
So have you seen Dark?
I've started Dark, but I never finished it.
How far along?
It's been a while.
So like an episode,
Probably
or
just like an episode or so.
okay, and then Lost in Space, the new one.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, so you're gonna have that.
Okay.
So you're gonna have Lost in Space.
Are they hour-long episodes? of
And
Lost in
that's what I'm.
Space?
That's exactly what I'm checking right now.
Gotcha.
So Lost in Space, yeah. So they're an hour and 3 minutes, and the two, which
First two episodes.
understandably so, the first episode is an hour and 3 minutes. The second episode is 56 minutes. So that works out perfect.
Perfectly. You can even give her 1 more minute of something else if you want.
You could watch a minute of the third episode. So
How enticing.
I mean, if you really cared, Gina,
So Lost in
you were
Space,
taking this seriously.
Really
season 1, episodes 1 and 2.
Gotcha.
That's going to be yours. I think it was very well done. That they were, and not like a steak, but they did.
Is it a steak like this finger or this finger or
Oh,
this finger?
exactly. Don't get me started.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just open the wormhole.
I'm not even sure what to give you, Nick, because some of
I've
the
got some
things-
suggestions for
No,
you.
please.
I don't think he likes your suggestions.
I know he doesn't. But it's my duty to make sure that he...
Oh,
No,
you get
you
something.
just said if I knew you didn't like it, I wouldn't give it to you. So
I mean,
was that a
No,
Freudian slip?
I think you'll like it. I know you're not going to, but
But you just said
You're gonna fight me
I
all the
won't-
way.
I won't give you something.
What
I
are your
think you-
suggestions?
do you want to hear a couple of them?
Sure.
No, Gina, think of go.
I'll give you
open
my...
your phone, open Netflix, and think
If you
of
really
something
want,
you like.
I'll give you my suggestions.
Think of something you like. We'll go to.
Goodfellas.
You know what? Hold on.
Has he not-
Shawshank.
Stop
has
it.
he not
Shawshank.
seen good,
No,
those are two good
all
ones.
of these things he hasn't
No,
seen.
don't give
Have you
Shawshank.
not
Don't
seen
do
Goodfellas?
Bob
Shawshank
stuff.
Redemption.
Don't
Or-
do Bob. Don't piggyback off of
Shawshank
him.
Redemption.
No, but
Jaws.
seriously.
Jaws. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Justified. Caddyshack. Animal
I
House.
watched Justified.
Castified.
You gave me.
Castified?
You
Sorry.
gave.
Castaway.
You gave me
Castaway.
Justified.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
2 episodes?
No. Like 5 seasons.
I didn't give you 5 seasons of Justified.
No, but I watched 5 seasons.
Okay, so all right.
Anyhow, go through your Netflix for a second. We're gonna do pick of the week.
Apart from Justified,
All right.
all the rest he hasn't seen at all
So
Why do
let's.
you have not seen Goodfellas?
because he doesn't watch movies.
I don't watch.
This is
movies.
my job. This is my job, Gina.
I mean, like
to-
Goodfellas, like
exactly.
You'd be
Like,
insanely surprised on what Nick has not seen.
right. You could throw a dart, and odds are he hasn't seen
haven't
it.
seen it.
So let's do pick of the week.
Okay. Nick.
No. Okay.
Nick, what do you got?
Okay. So for this week, it's going to be a trial and error taste test for pick of the week. This is something that I just discovered today, and I've never seen or heard of it before this point. So
It's a great time to bring it up.
my aunt gave me this. It's locally made in Michigan. It's called black garlic. Anyone
What is
ever
it?
heard of it?
No,
No? Anyone?
it's
no?
a type of garlic.
You heard of it?
I have not.
Okay, so it says here from an MD, it says black garlic is simply regular garlic that has been fermented for a month. The process turns garlic cloves dark black, changes their consistency into that of jelly, and gives them a sweet taste, and sometimes reminds people of licorice. Underneath,
I'm out.
Trust? Nope. It doesn't. I've tasted it. It doesn't taste like
Licorice.
licorice.
Oh.
It doesn't taste. I don't like black licorice. It doesn't taste like that. So it
the
says.
MDs are wrong. Is
so-
what you're saying?
Well, yeah, this MD is.
All right.
So it says, is black garlic better?
Idiot.
It says, so what can you tell me about it? It said, I've heard that the nutritional power of garlic is a certain rate. Black garlic is 10 times that of fresh garlic. It says that it's 10 times the allicin, the compound principally responsible for disease-fighting ability in garlic, and only 3% of the odor that goes into actual garlic. So it'd be the equivalent of having a little bit less potency in
the smell.
In the smell of like roasted garlic, which roasted garlic, as we know,
But 10
doesn't-
times the medicinal properties of
yeah.
garlic.
So garlic, if people don't know, like way back in the day, they used to use garlic. They'd shove it in wounds. They'd have people take it.
This was like 1967 at least.
No. This was like
67.
1800s. They would use
Well,
garlic.
I was close.
You got to cut it Woodstock.
Totally.
Garlic some garlic on it.
Garlic is antiviral and antibacterial. It's absolutely 100%. You swallow a couple cloves of garlic if you're sick, and it's the same as taking an antibiotic.
You should swallow cloves of garlic if you're sick.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like full cloves?
Yes.
What if you choke on those cloves?
Well,
Would the garlic protect you from choking to death?
So what I did, actually, when I was sick, because I knew this, and I'm smart, is I chopped up
SMRT.
I chopped up fresh garlic. Honey also has properties where, for whatever reason, it attacks viruses and all this other stuff. I had honey, lemon, garlic, and all this stuff, and I just put it in like a tea, and I swallowed it all. And it really did. Yeah, shut up.
No, I'm legitimately wow.
Yeah, it slowed down the duration. And
Fuck you, legitimately wow.
Yeah. So anyhow, black garlic. I have it here. We're all gonna. I got one little. We're all gonna taste it.
I got it chewing. So.
Ladies and
okay.
gentlemen,
Take
this
the
might
chew
be
out.
the last publicized broadcast episode of the Schnozzcast.
Take the chew out. We're gonna. I'm telling you, it's
Gina,
not
make
black.
me feel better. How many dollars do I have sitting over there that aren't in the jar?
So to me,
Because I rocked it without the.
to me,
You only got a couple dollars in here.
That's what I'm talking about.
to me,
I mean, if you want me
it's
to add
like
some more.
What? No. No.
No.
to me, it's like
like
it
charcoal.
kind of has the like maybe like the
What the fuck is that?
I'm not
I'm telling you, it's
tasting
black
your
garlic. So listen,
Not tasting your
black
garlic
nuts
nuggets.
over there.
So-
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Schnozzcast.
No, no.
This has been
We're done
episode
now.
82.
no.
Sorry to bring it to a close.
I'm not
It has.
tasting that.
No, you're not. I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Keep your black nuts to yourself over there.
wow. Gina's gonna be like, I don't understand. Nick never invites me to the podcast.
I'm so glad you didn't piggyback that on the end of the shit story we told earlier. To bring out those fucking
Yeah, me too. So-
black garlic.
So
balls of
apparently,
shit.
everyone's doing some very heavy eye rolling at the black garlic. So
we are.
we'll discuss it next time.
We're neophytes.
If-
You're going to have to look every time you introduce a radically new idea. You're going to have to sell it to a skeptical public. That is who we are.
So why is it black garlic? I was.
It's fermented.
She was looking. She
I
was
was
legitimately
looking
looking up.
She's trying to find a movie.
Gentleman's agreement for you. So catch her up.
Yeah. So it's fermented over about a month, and the process of fermentation turns it a dark in color.
Okay.
And it's
Which, wait.
medicinally 10 times more powerful antiviral antibiotic than normal garlic.
But 1/3 the smell.
1/3 and it actually drops down. Yeah, even lower than that. Than like a roasted garlic.
attention.
Yeah, absolutely. So it.
Still not trying it.
I'm okay. You can, here. This is what we'll do. You can smell it. Okay. You can smell it. You can do that, right? You can smell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have COVID.
So-
Can smell.
I'll
right?
tell you, it has like the kind of the
How's your
sweetness
sniffer working?
of the bacon jam, not the bacon property to it, but
You
the
had me at
sweetness of it. This has nothing. Licorice has nothing to do with it because I hate licorice. But it smells like a sugary, like Worcestershire syrup. That's kind of what.
Ooh. Well, ask me at Worcestershire.
Shire.
What do you think? What do you think it smells like?
Exactly what you said. It smells like.
Like a sugary Worcestershire syrup.
Yeah.
Doesn't it really?
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, you're spot on.
And you're not a Worcestershire person.
No.
So
When
I got it.
when we're off air,
All right, we don't necessarily have to do this right now.
No, she just can smell it.
Okay.
She can smell it.
Oh yeah. Doesn't smell like garlic at all.
There's no licorice to it.
No. Is the description licorice? Is that what?
That's what it says on the package. It
I
says,
don't get licorice out
It
of
says
it.
Yeah,
that. No, it
all.
says that some.
I don't
peop-
either, which is great because
Yeah, I
licorice
hate black
immediately. I was
licorice.
like, nope.
No, me
So,
too.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all.
But it's very savory smelling.
Yeah, for sure.
It smells more like almost like jerky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It does.
Good call, Cory.
That's when we're done with the cast,
Yeah.
I'll
try a little bit.
I'll try.
When we're all
I'll try a piece
sufficiently
of it.
drunk, I'm
Licorice?
sure the big
trust
black
me.
garlic balls are going to come out, and we're all going to
So
Put them in my mouth.
put your black garlic
But-
balls in my mouth.
Bob Rankin is talking to Todd Dillon, who lives in Washington
Garlic
State, ladies
balls.
and gentlemen.
So before we go, kind of a funny note. My aunt gave me this, and she also gave me those cherries. She's like, take these. I'm not going to have these. She's like, supposedly this black garlic is really good, da-da-da-da-da. She's like, would you like to taste some? And I'm like, it looks kind of funky. I don't know if I want to taste some. And she's like, so she reads off what I read off, and I'm like, I hate licorice, especially black licorice. And she's like, well, we should probably try it. And I'm like, okay. So I turn my back, and I turn around, and she's like, would you like to try some? I'm like, yeah. So it's an entire garlic clove. So much like roasted garlic, I squeeze it out of the paper and I taste the garlic. Mm-hmm. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm squeezing it out of the paper." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Oh, I didn't know to do that." I'm like, I don't understand. She's like, "Oh, there were 3 cloves in there. I just put the whole clove in my mouth and I ate the whole thing."
Jesus.
And she laughed and her teeth were all black. And I'm like, "Oh my God." I said, "What happened to the paper and everything?" She goes, "I just thought you were supposed to eat it." I'm like, "Oh my."
All right.
I'm like, "No, that's disgusting."
Negative.
No. Oh, so yeah. That's my family, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's next for pick of the week? Who wants to follow that shit?
I don't know if anyone can, but
Did I recommend Jim Jeffries' new special last week?
I don't believe so.
I'm going with that for this week then. Intolerant by Jim Jeffries on Netflix. Brand new special. Watched it. Not his best work, but still damn funny.
He's obviously a stand-up comedian.
Yep.
But has
Australian.
Has he been in anything? Like any shows or?
He's had a ton of stand-up specials, whether it's Netflix or any other. Like he used to be. He had a couple of guest spots on like Paul Provenza's Green Room, which you can find on YouTube. He had a short-lived talk show. I'm not sure the talk show is still on anymore, but.
I think that's where I know him from.
That might have been
a talk show, yeah.
Yeah. But his stand-up specials, absolutely, that's where you want to catch him.
Okay.
So, I'm good.
My pick. I just recently updated my phone for the first time in about 5 years.
Great pick.
Update number 7.632.
Corey's phone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pick of the week
Apple
for-
update number 7.362. That's what I'm recommending to everyone.
Gina, what do you got?
It wasn't my fucking pick.
She was about to
Like, and what?
Ordered a Pataka phone case for my phone.
Ooh, yep. That's the one you recommended to me.
George Pataka?
No.
Oh, Tanaka. Never mind.
Probably the thinnest phone case I've ever seen and have used. And it also has magnets in the back of it, so it can also wirelessly charge. And then also...
Who's Magnus? Isn't that from The Rain?
Yes.
Rasmus.
Wasn't there a Magnus? No, Magnus was from Dark.
Resmetically charged, you're talking
Remember
about.
Magnus from Dark?
The magnets.
Magnus Veer Magnuson, one of the world's strongest men.
The world's
strongest men. Send me the link for that. Seriously.
Yeah. So it's great phone case. Very thin.
Dude, you and your fucking hour-long goddamn
No,
garlic
you
story.
You guys are melding into each
Jesus
other.
Christ.
Tell me about the Funko Pops. I'm going to buy those.
I kept 2 fucking Gentleman's Agreement reviews to less than 6 minutes, and you and Cory fucking tag team for a 10-minute review of one fucking series.
That's not what I'm
and
worried
now you're
about.
giving me bullshit about this?
I'm worried
Send me the link.
I'm worried about you buying things that with the glasses and everything. Yeah.
So, anyways, Pataka.
None of your goddamn business.
Not only they make phone cases that are insanely thin and have great feel
Wafer
to them.
thin, even?
Yes, unbelievably wafer thin. They also make different accessories for charging, like stands for your
Other phones?
bedside. That very good products. So, before I get any more shit, I'll.
You thought I was bad.
Yeah. Pataka phone
Well done.
cases and their other products.
Well done.
This phone case
It's
now.
how do you spell Pataka?
I do.
Corey?
My phone's up there right now.
Corey.
Pitaka.
Correct.
Corey, how do you spell it?
Don't fucking touch my mic. Gina, you ready?
So,
Oh,
Bring us home, Gina.
oh
bring
my!
us home. So my pick.
Yep.
So I drink a lot of cold brew and iced coffee, and I have these. It's kind of like a koozie for your beer, but it's for your iced coffee. So instead of it, I always put paper towel and wrap it around my iced coffee. It's like a sleeve that goes over your iced coffee, so it's not sweating and making a mess. And I probably have like 4 of them. I mean, it's almost
course
as
you
bad
do.
as buying
Brewmates.
as
Brewmate,
Brewmates,
really?
yeah.
So,
Okay.
so what is? I mean, I'm not
It's
going
called
to say
Java
like,
Soak.
I'm not going to say like what are the dimensions.
hold on.
But how Is it like a generalized Starbucks cup that it fits, or
I think they come small, medium, large, and it fits like a Dunkin' Donuts, a Starbucks.
really?
Yeah. And
You just dropped the name though.
Java Soak.
SOAK.
No, it's actually Java Sock.
Sock. Yes, you're correct.
SOK.
You mean
they do have
Windows
'em-
Snap?
Windows
Right.
Snap and Java
exactly,
Soak.
yeah. But they do have them like the knockoff brands that I have a couple of those too that work just as well, but
Java Sock with no C.
with a K.
Right.
Yeah. See?
Oh, as a matter of fact, on their website they do show
A paper towel.
paper towel
wrapped
wrapped.
Do they?
around,
around,
yes.
which would be me at work, but
Well, I mean, truth in advertising, I guess.
And it's wrapped around. So the paper towel is for the iced coffee, so
well,
it
I'm
doesn't
just
sweat.
saying, like, so it
But-
doesn't sweat. Like,
But it's not for hot coffee, though.
no, I mean, is your hot coffee sweating?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm
it's just for
asking-
I'm
like
st-
iced coffee and cold brews. When it's your cups
So-
start sweating and
Yeah, so looking at the website, it's basically a neoprene koozie for like plastic cups, like solo cups and things of
Oh,
that
okay.
nature.
Did you say solo cups?
Yes?
SLO.
Like semi-tractor trailers?
Just like semi-tractor
Okay.
trailers. Yeah, no, that's actually pretty cool. That might have to go in the collection with the brewmates.
No.
Yep.
See,
I have about
Now
4
I
or
get what
5
you're
of them.
talking about.
So
So I feel like we're coming to a head of the idea that on every podcast, each person from the podcast
Gets
should
suckered
plan-
in.
should
Ends up buying something.
No, no. Should it sounds like should plant a seed for Cory to spend his money.
That's my goal every podcast.
And now Gina's made it happen, and I think I need to up my game a little bit.
You might. You
Okay.
might.
I mean, you
I mean,
talked
you're
about
almost
this,
there with your
and I
black
bought
garlic
5
balls.
of them. So I mean,
You know, I'm a little disappointed that you didn't get the F and Joe one here tonight.
well, that was a Yeti, like my water cup for work.
Yeah, it was one specifically about your podcast that I didn't really want to bring.
Yeah,
tonight.
then you guys fucking stopped
I mean, I could
inviting
have
him.
had.
Thanks for invalidating everything I just bought.
It's a fucking $2 sticker.
Still.
So-
sorry. That was
$2
double that.
podcast.
$2 podcast.
Exactly.
Some change.
Some
So
might
yeah,
argue
that's
less
that's
than
great. So Gina, we're gonna end on the note of what your pick is for me for
So it's-
gentleman's agreement.
It's called The Order,
that. Oh boy.
and it's about werewolves
Where is it available?
and Netflix.
It's about werewolves.
Right up my alley.
werewolves.
Right up my alley. After I watched Joe's The Halloween That Never Wasn't, or almost wasn't.
You're never gonna watch that.
I watched it.
Oh, you did watch it.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be talking about it now. Like if we're done.
What
with
I'm
that.
saying is if I could deal with that, then a Gina pick that is just about werewolves, I'm sure, is not going to be as kitschy and hokey as.
It's
what-
probably all that.
Good
but
point. Good point. Is this
It's
a
a
show
ser-
or a movies?
It's a show. So there's
On
2 seasons on Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
I can get behind it. I like all the, the vampire shit and all that stuff, so I can
Okay.
get behind
The
it. Cory,
important thing
Cory
that
could
we-
not, but
The important thing that we always like to go is it a 30-minute episode or an hour long? Because generally,
I think they're about 45 minutes to an hour.
it's called The Order.
The Order, yeah.
okay.
I think I texted it to you.
All right. Well, we all know the ground rules, so it's generally like a 2-hour time limit. So if it's 30-minute episodes, it'd be 4 of them. If it's an hour long, there's 2.
It's usually what we say about the podcast as well, but
Yeah. Well, here we are.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So before we completely wrap everything up,
is it with the goat's head on the front?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
disturbing.
real quick, Funko this.
Oh, here we go.
Funko this.
So this one came in last week, and it might just be Danielle's favorite out of all the ones that we've been collecting.
Are we going to see this on the screen?
Now
here?
it's time for Cory Selesky's Funko This.
We are going to see it on the screen.
About 3.5 minutes. That's our time delay. Double click. 1,
Does that say Ronda Rousey?
3. Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Come on, baby.
I really hope that this is a.
Ah, there it is. The UFC version.
So yeah,
Wow.
that's the Ronda Rousey Funko that So he got it in, I believe last week.
Now,
And Danielle was very happy about that one.
I'm sorry, Danielle's very happy, or is this
no, he's
you being
sarcastic.
facetious?
Very facetious.
This is all for Cory. So when you see, there's a UFC badge on the top and then an O2 on the top right of the box. Does that mean that this is only the second
UFC version they have made?
Let me guess at number one, Conor McGregor?
Negative.
Who's number one?
Who's Conor McGregor?
Conor McGregor?
Conor
McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Scrappy McScrapson.
Danielle Cormier was the first one.
Okay.
I thought it was Danielle Finder.
How many have they had? Is it up to 10,
As far as
20?
UFC ones, I don't know. I know it's over 10.
All right, so they're obviously going with the big money makers. So Cormier's been in there for a while. Ronda Rousey, I get it.
There's not a McGregor one.
That is kind of shocking to me.
That's very shocking, actually.
As far as money makers for the UFC, he should have been probably number one.
But I also believe they have to actually go to the individual themselves.
Oh, yeah, they have to agree.
He might have said in some sort of Irish crazy accent, "Fuck this Funko Pop shit."
Hey, didn't want my head on this big fucking shit.
Yeah, so.
There it is.
There it fucking is.
So that's
Didn't want
Funko.
my head on this fucking shit.
That's Funko this for this week.
Shite.
All right. That's Funko this for this week.
And that's Cory and Funko this. Bing.
You got to let me know when you're going to do that.
No, that's fine. You'll figure it out.
I can't clip it out if I'm interrupting it because you didn't tell me we were going to start.
And that's Cory and Funko this. Boom.
Is that better?
I guess if we now, we gotta have a start thing and an ending thing for each segment. I don't know enough buttons in the mixer.
So anyhow, yeah, no, that's cool, dude. These are all things that make perfect sense for you. So
that's the whole point.
So
that is the whole point.
Wow, I've never heard a more kick in the balls assessment than that.
So yeah.
So thank you for listening and watching this Schnozzcast episode 82. We're going to draw this to a close. Thank you for listening and watching. Please follow us on iTunes, Podbean, Switcher, Spotify, and on social media. You can find us at Instagram at Schnozzcast, Facebook at Schnozzcast1, and YouTube at Schnozzcast space podcast. And don't forget to email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com with all of your existential questions, love advice, and any other sort of probably poop-related things that you'd like to hear.
Please.
Because,
we would love that.
Cory would love to hear that.
Right.
All the shit.
So,
all the shit.
So for
All the
Schnozzcast,
shit.
this is Bob signing off. Nick?
Have a good night, everybody, and be good to yourselves and each other. Cory?
Good night, everyone. See you on the next one.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.